Welcome to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. Let's go through the price action on Bitcoin today. I'm a former financial professional, not financial advice. You guys know Duke University, Harvard Business School, and certified in markets. But you guys go get your own financial advice, etc. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, the patterning. We're going to discuss things with the VIP. Excited to have all of the base campers. That's our primary level of membership is base camp. Let me get a few while we look at and kind of scheduling up 2.2% at 38,831. Luna is doing well. A little bit of a rebound on Luna. We'll talk about Luna. We'll talk about a few other details as we get through the price action. Looks like we're having a strong day in crypto in spite of, and hope you guys are doing well. Hit the like button. Just seeing you guys kind of file in. Hit the like button and please go ahead and turn on those notifications so you are certain to get notice of live stream. There's a reason I wanted to live stream here today, essentially the price action where we're at. We have a, I'd say a comparative in terms of the, let's look at this, in terms of the specific technicals we're going to be going through. We have a comparative and we have a clear distinguishment right now. So we're going to talk about the preceding zone, this expanding diagonal, leading diagonal, as you would talk about the level of support and resistance here in the preceding zone. What was that, about 10 to 12 days ago? Let's look through this. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. There in about 2 weeks ago. This structure in line with the expectations of pouring down to the 50% retracement, just negative price action is indicated with an expanding or leading diagonal, okay? We would expect the same here, but I wanted to bring, I'd say something to your attention in terms of the distinguishments, or how we could distinguish instead of just comparing the preceding zone, this expanding diagonal, right, which we did break out of, confirm along the preceding line of resistance, right, confirming as support and moving to the upside. So essentially the top threshold level. We have, you know, as we would look at this, as we would look at this particular, hope you guys are doing well today. Shout out in the chat if you can. Shout out. Let me know what's going on as BTC begins to raise the question of 40,000. Can it get up and above? And I just say, since, what was that? JP Morgan decided to say, what was it, 38,000. They could have said a higher number, but 38,000, JP Morgan said, was a fair value for Bitcoin. I just want you guys to remember when they said that, it was in this zone. As we look at the entirety of the price action, let's look at the, we don't pay much attention to them, but we do when the price starts to hover around, let's say, a fair market value that they decide to, that they determine, that they work on, and they analyze, they come up with that. We've just been kind of in that range, 38,000 since then. I brought up on the short video, and if you guys aren't getting those, this is a short video, the quick video that I got out to you earlier. Very interesting in terms of this parallel function. We have this support line from October 2020. You guys know that, right? At $10,000 to just under $30,000 here. Bam. Nice support line. That is the support line, okay? The registered hit upon support, carried forward, hit upon support. If we carry that line down, it's just very, very interesting, guys. As we would look at this in terms of the technicals, they're very well expressed at this current time, just because we're really replicating that same feature in terms of the price action to the upside. So we have that same, I'd say, pattern behavior by the buyers in the market right now, currently still expressing itself. We'd like to hold that line. Is the big, I'd say, story there. We'd like to hold that line. We need to hold this ascending line, however you define that green line. We need to maintain that in line with this top line flat structure. You guys know, just a really, really bullish structure, the ascending triangle. We'd like to get out, up, and above it. Now, in terms of the immediate price action, I wanted just to kind of reframe for anyone who may not have seen that video real quickly, but we want to reframe and kind of distinguish, if we can, to the extent. First of all, I want to discuss, yes, the comparative here with this leading diagonal, the support and resistance line, we came up with a really monster inverse head and shoulders. You'll see the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. That was, let's just talk about the this major pour down here. That was Ukraine. Bam. Okay, that was the Ukrainian situation. Okay, so we, you know, to the extent that it hampered the market, it also gave us a very high amplitude in terms of that move to the upside. Were we to do a straight comparative right now, we have, and I always say, guys, buy at support, sell at resistance, and trade your patterns, right? And hit your targets. You guys know that. In terms of the specified, let me look back in through here. Let me just dig in for a moment. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. If you're new to the channel, or if you're an old timer, that is It's all the same to us. We appreciate our VIP top level of membership. A lot of VIP are working right now, but they may watch this later on just for the principles that we go over. In terms of the specified nature of what you're looking at here, yes, you have a nice comparative with the support, the resistance, support, resistance. You also have another inverse head and shoulders that we're working on right now, okay? The extent to which you may be, I don't know, limiting or not even really limiting your the framework of your expectations or your upside targets, okay, by this specific feature, or if you're doing the comparatives, etc. The one thing I want to encourage you is to, we always state, and I say this a lot, like show me the bigger the pattern. We like bigger patterns because the bigger the pattern, the larger the expected move, right? This is just a par on here with the big pour down from Ukraine. You'll see in the oil chart, if you guys look at the oil chart, look at when it went to zero. Look at the inverse head and shoulder. That oil actually, if you guys have some extra time, look at the oil chart in terms of that big, drop to the downside on BTC. This was not of the same magnitude, but you'll see the same principle in the oil chart with a big drop to the downside. So this was advantageous to us in the market for the traders who wanted to trade. As a recapture of that 50% line, essentially that amplitude from the head to the neck line was critical in achieving this upside target. We walked you guys through that level of resistance as well. So as we would look at the smaller patterns in play right now, yes, the comparables are there, right? We have the comparable, and let's just move over these head and shoulders. But you see just one head and shoulder versus the other right now. Do you see the magnitude of the difference that we're dealing with? The first one that really trajected to the upside, and this secondary small ascending triangle just even fits within the framework of the overall, just one portion, not even filling up the amplitude of the head to neckline routine. So as we start to look at the expectations, not to be too timid, not to be down on the market or anything like that, but I just want you to appropriately frame your targets, okay, as we would look at larger patterns resulting in larger expectations, larger targets, larger moves. This is just definitely one of those times where I wanted to come to you and explain some of the issues here with this prior comparable. Very easily comparative in terms of those leading diagonals. Let's just lift up the inverse head and shoulders here so that we can take a look at what's going on here. And not to say that we can't march back up to the 43 to 45, 43.5 to 45 range, okay? But within the immediate purview of the market is this limiting function, whereas we had a huge inverse head and shoulders coming out of this expanding or leading diagonal. Same leading diagonal here with a much smaller inverse head and shoulders. So just keep that in mind as the market plays that. Can it overachieve? Certainly, to the extent that you're in a long position. Would it be necessarily let me say this, depending upon the framework, is it definitely an out? You're out the door, all right? Just, that's it. The long is closed. What I'll say is just be prepared for another potential situation like a further right shoulder to really dig in along prior resistance here, okay? The same or equivalent to occur here, all right? To the extent the market wants to pick up prior there too, allow such to occur, but to the extent that it does want to carve back down further into this level, be prepared for that, at least psychologically, etc. As you would look at the market, just be prepared for that specific move, whether it wants to pick up early or wants to dig down a little bit further. Just don't psychologically get beyond repair psychologically. Let me say that if you're getting down into some negative price action here and you think your long is gone, just understand it did that in this zone as well. Formulated a pretty nice bull flag there as well, which we were very on top of. Hope you guys are having a good 2022, and I hope it's already beating 2021. It is possible. We've had some good moves in 2022. Gala went 100+%. Sheeb did quite well. Luna has picked up. So we're getting a lot of bullish activity early in the ball game here in 2022, but you have to be able to trade. I'm going to say that, guys. You have to be able to trade, not just willing, you have to be able to trade. So if you're in that zone and you're not really capable of trading, just maybe continue to learn. Maybe throw some small trades at the market and see how your experience is. You need the platform, right? You need the right exchange, the correct exchange. You need an order book. You need to know what an order book is, what a spread is, how to hit a target on the upside and the downside. You need to really be capable of saying, yes, I'm ready to double down into this market, right? For those who are not prepared to double down into the market or to cover an upside position fully, it's a difficult jaunt in crypto. You can just it is built for those who want to capture and take advantage of volatility. Okay, it's not so favorable to those who necessarily want to just everything to go their way immediately. That's just not, and that's not what the technicals essentially. Just look at the price action from the preceding high of $65,000 on Bitcoin, 50% retracement, bam, over 50%, 50 guys, 50. Okay, secondary high here, another 50%, 50% retracement. So if you're not buying and selling, if you're just watching. It could be something to participate in. However, I suggest, guys, that's the VIP way to be. That's our top level of membership, etc. You guys know that. Join from your desktop computer. Boom. Restricted Zone VIP. I want to shout out to Pathfinder. Pathfinder is a recently rejoined VIP. Excited to have Pathfinder back in the mix. Very exciting. Excited to have Luke. I think Path and Luke may be working. Not sure what they're doing today. They try and stay on the market all the time, but I don't know. I decided to come a little bit earlier today just to kind of go over the essentials. I said I'd do it in the shorter video that I did, so I wanted to essentially make sure that we went over this inverse head and shoulder. Let me kind of rewind here. I'll finish the thought with the bull flag, though, in terms of this move to the upside. Again, be prepared for a touch of an outperformance or of an overperform. As you would look at this specific inverse head and shoulders here, the bull flag essentially did carry up further than we had anticipated, more in line with that inverse head and shoulders. All right, so you may have multiple patterns in play here. What I'd say is that we may, in line with the expectations as you gauge them, the critical components right up and let's say front and center are going to be your 100 and your 200 moving average. You'll see in the preceding section here that the 100 and 200 were flipped. Okay, that purple line here, the purple line and the orange line here on the hourly. Those two specific levels were flipped. I say that those are the crucial levels, whether or not you're on the daily or the minutes or if you're on the 4 hourly, if you're on whatever time frame you're on, you can apply the 100 in orange and that purple, the 200, okay, to any time frame you're on. The daily is real crucial because that's just it's not an opinion. It's not me saying maybe. It is the definition of an uptrend on the daily. It's not my opinion, guys. You can take it, to the foremost authorities that you want to take it to on the books, guys, and ask them what the 200, flipping the 200, what's that going to signify? Okay, do a multiple choice with the top traders in the world to see what they tell you. It's an uptrend. Okay, so when we saw this specific, and it's just important for me to distinguish, just kind of hearsay technicals versus like actual technicals. We focus on the actual technicals here. So in terms of this move to the upside preceding moving that, let's say that, or using that 200 as a level of support, boom, move to the upside. That's the definition of an uptrend, bam, up and over the 200, using as support, bam, very nice. As you look at this, the entirety of the price action here, all above the 200. Just a classic definition of an uptrend. Okay, that's on the daily. As we go into the 4 hourly, you'll see those levels change a bit. You'll see that that specific this confirmation move up and above this expanding diagonal with the support and the resistance. You'll see that, yeah, we just started to touch into that 100, okay, before confirming back down and moving back up the trajectory of that inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so we would expect these to come into play again. That will be the first hurdle. We have not conquered the first hurdle. All right, as we talk about even prior there to a breakout of this specific, as we're going to look into this level of resistance, level of support on the candle wicks. You're going to see a little bit better in terms of the differentiation there. Also on the hourly, you'll see exactly what I've been discussing. On the hourly, you'll just see almost direct contact multiple times. Yeah, it actually is direct contact multiple times into that 100 100 level. Let me go ahead and let me get this. Let me pull this down just a bit so we can see this. If you'll let me grab it, let me get to the. It may require me to go to the 4 hourly. Let me get this. There we go. So you can see a black background. Let's just see those nice hits into that 100 moving average here, right? Just carving into that level, that 100 moving average on the hourly. Okay, so you can trade on the 4 hourly or 1 hourly. You can trade on the daily. You can trade on any time frame you want. I recommend that you guys use these specific moving averages to give yourself a guidepost as to whether or not we have reversed the trend or not. We still technically have not thus far. We're still on a technical retracement. Okay, and I'll just tell you, we're looking for higher prices right now with the understanding that there are a ton of orders lined up along this level of support. Whether or not they're captured in the market, whether or not they are picked up, that's not for me to say. I would just tell you there are orders here. It took the Ukrainian situation to power back down to that 50% overall retracement. So the notion that we would have some, large event like that again hit the market and get us back to the 50%, maybe there, I'm not going to predict the news. That's one thing I don't want to get into, is predicting the news. I'll let you know the technicals and then we can go from there, but I don't want to get into predicting the news. The 50% retracement had already been hit one time. That secondary hit was the Ukrainian war. So I think that's fair enough. We could talk about the technicals. I could prepare you for, most things in the market, but to sit there and say, well, tomorrow Vladimir Putin's going to, X, Y, or Z, that's a little much. So we rely on the technicals. We appreciate them. And the fact that that crypto has a good chance this year of outperforming equities. We look forward to that possibility, right? Standard stocks, etc. We look forward to that real possibility. As stocks are a little bit weathered over the last several weeks. Good time for a big short. I bet you guys, without a doubt, would have been a good time for a big short, as I was discussing that with the VIP. So, yeah, this level is, and I'll just say this line of support along the bottom, just if we go down to pick up orders at this level, be cool. I'm just going to say that in terms of your understanding of what is occurring, it would be absolutely our picking up an order along this level of support. We did it last time. It required some phenomenal news, all right, in terms of worldwide events, that Ukrainian situation, bam, to go down to that level again. Do we have a catalyst, right, a catalyst like that? Or, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. You can also say this. Does Bitcoin require a catalyst like that? To the extent it is correlated with the overall equities market, we see that on days, then we don't see that on days. So stay tuned to Bitcoin in terms of that. Be prepared for the volatility. You're going to like the volatility, guys, once you learn how to master applying it to your trades, or applying your trades to it. Okay, and that's a big part in terms of what I just said, in terms of achieving alpha, beating the market, learning how to conform your trades to the volatility. It's not that difficult. It's not something you cannot do. You just have to be prepared with backup cash. You have to be willing to cover your positions and buy at support, sell at resistance, and trade your patterns, right? You always have to stay in that framework. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. And your targets are on the downside and the upside. The more, what would I say, just guys? The more that you get involved with leverage trading, the more that you get involved with, I'm on 100x. And someone say, London, I'm on a 100x. I can't afford the price of Bitcoin to go more than, let's say, $500 or whatever it would be, depending upon the price. I can't afford the price to go against me, $500. Pardon me. That would be, that's a real heavy threshold that you've thrown upon yourself to participate in the market that way. You may enjoy that, if that's the style that you would like to continue in the market. That would be fine. If you have a bunch of, let's say this, if you have plenty of stacks of cash that you would like to do that with, just understand your odds, your probabilities are drastically changing as you continue. Let's say they're drastically different. Let's say this, than someone who has more of a stabilized kind of spot approach, right? You're just trading on spot, which means you just buy your Bitcoin or your 0.01 Bitcoin, whatever it would be. You say a 2,000 to whatever. It could be a $200,000 or $2 million position at the actual current price. So, in terms of versus a leverage situation, so we have both camps that hang out with our VIP that are, and by VIP again, that's our top level of membership. We appreciate our VIP a lot, and our base campers. We are happy to see some base campers we've had for a while now, looking for 2022 to be your year to do like incredible things in the market. It's time. You've been around us for a long time. I'm not gonna say there's a quit in me, but you're going to be in base camp so long, you'll be in base camp for 5 years, wanting to move up to VIP. I don't know, guys. I don't think that's the idea with base camp. So if you've been around a while, you're paying attention and you're hitting some targets. We appreciate having VIP for as long as some of the base campers have been thinking about moving up. And maybe some people aren't ready. Maybe they're not really trading fully. I understand that. So no real big pressure there, but understand you gotta step up. You gotta bring a game at some point. If you're in the market, you're in the market. If you're not, what are you doing? You're not gonna. Don't waste your time. I'll say that. Don't waste your time. Or let's say this. Don't waste your time thinking you can't beat the market. How about that? I would definitely encourage you to realize you can beat the market. Just looking at the volatility here. Someone asked me yesterday. They were like, London. What is your number? Your one and your number two stocks for me to put my money into. I said, you want my number one and number two stocks. Okay, well, it's going to be the one with the most volatility. That's going to be the first characteristic. I want a stock with the most volatility. Okay, the maximized volatility. That's number one. And number two is one that will allow me to put in a small percentage of what I ultimately want to invest in that stock initially, and thereafter to recapture a greater position in the stock at the lower threshold of the volatility. So that was my answer. They wanted they wanted the actual stock. I said, I want the one with the most volatility. I want to trade it. I want to make. I need the stock that's going to allow me to produce the greatest amount of income. Right. So the greatest earnings that's going to be in terms of the volatility. And I just go on Bitcoin to that wasn't financial advice, just letting them know. We were talking about NYIF, et cetera, some New York Institute of Finance, et cetera. Just finished talking with a financial advisor who, a lot of those guys just, I don't have time to trade. Yeah, okay. So looking at different, levels of volatility, huge levels of volatility for Bitcoin. That's prime. That's good action. That's what we like to see. So, in the context here, I wanted to discuss this inverse head and shoulder, that likelihood. You have to go to the 1 hourly, I think, to really get a good picture of it. And in terms of that, we just need to break that neckline. The one facet of an expanding leading diagonal here that you will see is that you'll want to create. Essentially, you'll be in the process of creating to some degree. If you're looking at a breakout you're looking at creating a inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so that's going to be one component to beat an expanding diagonal, which is by nature bearish. Okay, and they're bearish to the extent, I discussed this last time within the context of this expanding diagonal, leading diagonal, was that it's bearish, but you see this blue line, here, and this always looks good on a, let's see what we got. Vibe. I am new to this. What's up, Vibe? Nice to have you here, brother. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? Nice to see you, Aaron. Nice to have you in the house. What's going on? Vibe, I'm glad that you're here. Got to say, glad that you're here. Just saw the comments here. Vibe, we focus on, we're not just a standard shop here, just so you know. Angel on Top's been invested in Bitcoin since $7.79. That can be intimidating, but he's the nicest guy in the world. He's a real straight shooting cat, cool dude. He's the top line VIP. Okay, so we have VIP memberships, just so you know. You can join from a desktop computer, and it's people who want to beat the market. We focus a lot on real TA, technical analysis, not just the type you'll find on Google, not just some other station said this. That's not what we focus on. We focus on the real, I'd say, level of TA that matches up with, let's say, the New York Institute of Finance. Not that we have to go back to school, but we want to focus on what the guys who author, important trades or works or establish price action for the entirety of, say, the stock market. And they're also involved in providing some guidance on crypto. So, like you think of New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, that's a $30 trillion market cap. 30 trillion. So they get our attention and have for a while. The New York Institute of Finance, we focus on their books, on their publications, et cetera, just because they've been around for a while. They're of the top traders that I work with, and I work with a lot of traders in terms of training traders like yourself or VIP or Basecamp. I formulated VIP because I was training so many traders. Okay, so the VIP is now just kind of like a collective network group of guys who want to learn to trade or are already trading, and they have just decided to be a part of the VIP. And the requirement is that you want to beat the market. That's the requirement, is that you want to beat the market. You may not know how, but you want to definitely beat the market. Some are heavy-handed in terms of crypto and their holdings, like Angel, and other guys are just around getting the feel for the market so that when the opportunity presents itself, that they'll be able to that they'll know better what they're doing. That's kind of the idea. So I'm former Harvard Business School, Duke University, not financial advice here, but I'm certified in markets, and I just appreciate the opportunity to interact with you. If you choose to join our VIP, and anybody else would be, we'd really like to have you in the framework of the VIP. Some of the technicals will seem a little bit advanced as we look at up 1.5%, 38,565. As we would look at and Vibe, you can hit that join button on the desktop computer. You see Aaron has a badge. Aaron, what's up? But hit that join button. At least Basecamp is $3. You can join us and let us know that you belong here with Crypto Kingdom, Bitcoin Spike. Say this seems pretty cool. They seem to actually be following some real rules. I'm gonna tell you, there are bad rules and there are good rules to follow in the market. Yeah, all these other hype generative kind of YouTubes that you may have been watching. Yeah, some of those are no rules. It's out there. They'll talk about a pattern and everyone jump on board. They may not even know the real rules for it. So we want to make sure that if you're trading, you're putting your real money into it, whether or not it's a big trade or a small trade, that you know the rules. And let's shout it. I'll put some trophies in there. You'll see the bottom right. The bottom right there is Josh, and I put him to a challenge of $1 million in 2021, and he nailed it. And I'm glad that Josh. Shout out to you, brother. And I'm just really fortunate that he was able to give me that credit. I really appreciated that. He gave me all the credit. Said, London, I listened to everything you said. I applied it, and I went and I conquered. So it's just nice. That's a nice, just a nice story. And it wasn't heavy investment. He really applied the principles of technical analysis quite well. So we've been around for a while. We look forward to having anybody join VIP. Don't sit on it. Like they say, you have to hit the button. Just try it. I mean, you're probably going to book a bad trade, and in the next month, we encourage you to invest a bit in your trade game and see if you can prevent booking one bad trade in the next month. Just an idea. Just an idea from me to you. And a lot of VIP are like, yep, you'll save. Some people will double their account very quickly, et cetera, depending upon the market conditions. We appreciate those opportunities as they present themselves. People will double their account. A lot of VIPs do really well the first week or so. As we would look at the technicals here again, we'll delve into a little bit more of the specified price action here from this level of support to support. May have some dogs interfering. Maybe time for me to go hit the gym here in a minute. Got to go hit the iron. I always tell people when the dogs start barking, I got to go jogging. This specific level of support to support is on Bitcoin on the macro, currently 38,562. All right, this level of support in October 2020 to the level of support in July 2021. What is that, guys? That is a nice level of support, which if you carry this down, this is the key. This is probably the most interesting line that you're going to see, most interesting technical that you're going to see that you may not fully be able to wrap your head around. But as you look at this level of support and support, bringing this entire function down, bam, all right, bringing that parallel line down, you're going to see that we're attempting right now to replicate that same line, the same slope in the price action. Okay, there are some different, conclusions that someone can come to. But it's not purely left for interpretation only, or purely subjective. You guys, we interpret this as you see fit. No, this is a specific line that, if reinforced or as it's reinforced, is essentially showing the I'd say the buyer's price action or the buyer's behavior previously in maintaining a slope of the overall trend to 2020 to 2021. It is that line. It is the buyers hammering into and their threshold to take Bitcoin back up to a higher price. Bam. It's not just any 2 points. It's the primary trend line of 2020, 2021. Bam. As you would look at the initiation of the trend, secondary hit, bam. It is that threshold of the buyers, their pattern behavior, their buying characteristics expressed through the trend line that carried down is still manifesting that same slope, that same characteristic. So to me, it is saying, and this is what I'm going to tell you. To me, it's saying that we have the buyers expressed conduct manifesting itself in the same regard. Is it lower? Yes. It's at a lower threshold, but the lower threshold is at a familiar level. This is where the caveat comes in. The 50%, 50% retracement in 2021 from about 65,000 down to about 30,000. We'll just say to about 30, okay? About 53%, etc. But as you would look at that 50% retracement, we're in that familiar zone of currently being in that 50% retracement again. We've hit that threshold of the 50% retracement. So buyers are picking up in the same regard with the same slope, okay, the same pattern behavior. Okay, you can say that the price line is going up or is going down. You can always talk about like a price line, or you can talk about the conduct of the buyers. Buyers are stepping in, as we would talk about this. Let's just look at the specific. Let's just look at the specific notion here in terms of the initiation of the trend line, secondary function, and secondary hit here. Yes, buyers are stepping in, bam, at this level to send it higher. So here you could talk about the trend line or the price patterning. Well, you could talk about buyers are stepping in, boom, 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 right, to create this same line, to create the same pattern behavior. Okay, so it's an expressed function. If you talk about repeat of a cycle, if you talk about the repeat of anything from let's just talk about an overall cycle to a range to a pattern. You could talk about repeat, for instance. So if we wanted to talk about like repeat patterning here, if we discuss let's just do this. If we discuss, let's say, a bull flag on Bitcoin, right? This bull flag repeating. This is a pattern behavior as well. Bam, move to the upside here. Same, similar, I say same or similar, extremely similar, right? Pattern identification in that zone. Very, very important. So we'll talk about, things like this throughout the entirety of the market, of the, let's say, the year as it will present itself to us. But we have the same pattern diagnostics and characteristics, for instance, on the bull flags. Bam, you just see the same move to the upside, downward sloping channel, move to the upside, downward sloping channel, move to the upside, downward sloping channel. I've just cloned those. Move to the upside, failure here, right? Downward sloping channel. So when I discuss something like this specified line here, this pickup, the behavior of the buyers, the market as it presents itself to us, we can define it as a price line. Well, that's the price line. This is a trend line. You can talk about it as a price line. You can talk about it as a trend line or a pattern characteristic on a chart. You can also realize that pattern characteristic represents the buyers in the market, their pattern behavior. Okay, very well laid out in terms of the bull flags. Okay, nice run to the upside with a downward sloping channel. Right, just it looks like a flag, so that's a flag. You got it. That's purely technical. That's the very well regarded pattern, right? So in terms of the specified nature of this support line being recreated here, it has that overtone to it, or the direct implication, as we might look at let's say a previous pattern on Bitcoin in the buyer's behavior, again replicated in the market. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 instances of preceding conforming buyers, let's say, express buyers' conduct in the market, their behavior. So when we look at this specific threshold here, the support to the support, when we bring this down, right? Because we have, just to lay this out so that you understand it, we have this specified support. Okay, that specific expression of the buyer's behavior when brought down. Okay, you'll see we're in conformance with that same type of buyer's conduct. You'll see the same buyer's conduct being reinforced in this zone here. So it's not just a trend line, it's indicative of buyer's activity. The buyer's activity currently in the market, it's very important, guys. As you would look at the price line, yes, it gives patterns. Yes, just don't think of the market as removed from the buyers and sellers. The market is let's say the culmination or the full expression of buyers and sellers, which give us the entirety of the price action, right? That is what the market is. It's the buyers and the sellers. So when we see buyers pick up along the same pattern characteristic here, it's interesting to us, right? It shows us that that it's not just some exchange necessarily that is patterning something to where we would have let's say a formulation of a bull flag that would want to repeat, another bull flag that would want to repeat. No, but that the buyers themselves, the buyers and sellers coming together, even that they have an expressed, let's say, means or pattern behavior, which is coming into a demonstrable form in the market. Okay, it's coming into clarity. It's coming into view via the price action. So when we note something like this, we like to definitely shout out to VIP and say, you guys get this. It's pretty cool, huh? We see that same pattern characteristic that we have seen before, that same slope, that angle. So let's dig down into the price action here. Down, down a bit, up 1.33%. Now, let's check on Luna, see how Luna's doing. It's down just a touch, too. Would like to see Luna up and above 100 would be kind of the key focal for Luna. Can it set a new all-time high? That would be nice for a Luna for my original price target of $4.60 in 2021. It'd be nice to see Luna get on up there. Congrats to anyone who went in at $4.60. You had a good 2022 to the extent that you just paid attention. Really easy stuff. So we did some deep core value acquisitions on Luna in 2021. So over 20x, very nice. So looking at this express behavior, and let's say this, in terms of the pattern characteristics on that daily time frame is going to be a little different in terms of the buyer's conduct than it is on the 4 hourly. As we dig into the 4 hourly, we're going to cut a little bit more potentially into and in line with these two hits along the bottom, right? This level of these two pivots along a level of support, right? Anytime you can connect two pivots, that's the beginning of a trend line. You have to, I'd say, you can express any two pivots as a trend line. The more hits there are along a trend line, the more reinforceable it is, or the more it's been respected by the market. We want those trend lines that are more highly respected by the market. We want those patterns which are more recognized solidly within the framework of all of the markets, guys, in terms of that have been existing for a while, that have been studied. Some of these patterns have been studied by like the Federal Reserve, guys. Okay, so it's not just and it's important to know which ones and kind of the context of them. So do understand on that 4 hourly. Okay, we have a little bit more of the price action. A lower time frame as we go into the candle wicks are going to have, let's say the candle wicks will be very well expressive of that price action on the lower time frame. As I move this down, you'll just see the and hopefully you're on a big screen TV. This specific hit here down into the candle framework. The bodies of the candles will be, just take a look at this area right in here. As I hit into the lines, boom, you see the body of the candle will be the line, okay, on your specified time frame. So just kind of simple stuff. Just want to make sure that you guys are up to par on that. It's always good to remind us of those key features. So I'm excited about this line here because it's a technical that no one else is discussing. This framework of support, the buyer's conduct. I like bringing technicals that no one else is focused on, that no one else has found or will find. That's what I don't tell all of them to you. I just have to tell you guys that because I'm waiting for some of you to tell me what you found. I got to tell you that. And I say I don't hide anything, but sometimes it's like I want you guys to tell me something like what you find. It's like we got a good group here. We got a lot of capable traders. Angel been around since $7.79. Like, what you find, Angel? What you got going on? What line did you find? fun. In terms of let me plug this phone in case Angel decides to text or something like that. I'll be on standby for you, brother. Not sure how you're doing. Hope everything is good. Last thing I got, you were back in the saddle, feeling good, and then I don't know. I think maybe you fell back off the saddle. Not sure what's happened, but I hope you're feeling okay. Everything's going okay. Angel hasn't been feeling good for maybe 2 or 3 weeks now, and I'm not sure that that's still plaguing him a little bit. Not sure. Need to hear kind of confirmation back on that, but I know he's been very sick, so we don't want you sick, brother. So looking at this pattern expression, let's dig down into the lower time frames right now on the 5-minute. Take a look at this, and it's interesting. Let's get back into the framework. Let's go to the hourly. Let's get into the hourly real quickly and take a look at that flat line. Yeah, I'm glad we came live. When we're looking at a flat line expression here, this is a distinguishing factor from this preceding leading diagonal. All right, this is a distinguishing factor as we would look at the level of support, level of resistance with a reconfirmation along previous resistance to support. Boom. Right now we have a very interesting concept going on right here. And I'll tell you, you can debate what this will do. All right, you can debate the inherent, let's say, reversal capacity. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, when you trade this, the last one I was saying bearish. What happened? Boom, Ukraine slammed down into it. Correct. So the extent to which this is bearish is going to be limited by the fact or the circumstance, or I'm going to say the extent that this is bearish, i.e. heading down, is going to be limited by the fact as to what lines of support lie beneath this structure. Okay? In addition, we have a flat top. And I just say with any kind of an expanding, and I really should do something along the lines of this, any type of an expanding or leading diagonal, technically is going to want to break down. Okay, but you see we've just pushed 2 or 3 times, so something else is going on. With an expanding diagonal, for instance, this preceding one, very bearish, we ran right into the 50. So always look at, when I say buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. You can trade the pattern, but then you're going to trade it right into a target, like a primary target on the macro, on the daily, 50% retracement. Huge target. So you're going to trade your pattern. Your pattern's going to fail in line with your target. It's not like there's 3 things you have to do in the market to beat the market, and that's it ever. No, you're going to have to, when you say buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, if your pattern runs into a level of support or resistance, into a target, well, it's going to change the framework of your pattern, right? So we're very big on respecting the, it's not a complicated equation, okay? It's an understanding of the technicals of the overall price action, which makes it a nice endeavor. It makes it a not just a technical endeavor, but it requires some intellect in terms of understanding the market, where it's headed, and appreciating where it's headed. Not just we love popularized coins and mad rushes, market rushes across the crypto space, or even GameStop was fun, things like that. We appreciate those mass market psychology kind of just huge bull rushes, right? When in 2021 when Bitcoin was just going, right, just bam, nothing wanted to stop it. But still in this zone, remember this, in this zone, people stepping in and saying, well, it'll never go back over 40. It may never go back over 40. And that's how they sounded right, down through 30, right? And then bam, up to 65. So it's and those are some of the biggest guys on Wall Street that were saying that. So we don't pick sides. If they have a good technical reason for saying what they're saying, cool. That's great. I'd like to hear it. And if they will tell us what their technical reason is, that's great. If we have to kind of explain a lot of times what they might have been looking at, I appreciate doing that as well. All right, what might they have been looking at that we weren't really focused on? So we're kind of focused on this green line, this parallel pickup here, just because it's another expression of the buyer's behavior. And I could definitely shorten this up here, but just to show that it is a specified, it's a parallel function. That's the carry up here from this preceding line of support, the primary trend line that we do have a nice framework to look at in terms of a repeat of that specified of the buyer's behavior. It's just nice to know buyers are stepping in the same way, right? That's important. Buyers are in the market again. They were in the market in the same capacity here, right? In just under and below 30,000. So to the extent to which they're, buyers are here, it's a big deal, guys. So and in line with the targeting function is just nice. In line with that hitting your target, that 50% retracement. Okay, again, just like this preceding zone, 50%, and we just have another confirmation. I'm gonna say another confirmation. Not that buyers can't change their minds, right? Buyers could change their minds. Thus far, they have not. At that 50% retracement, it's just a further reconfirmation as we would really look at it. That the buyers have decided that 50% level thus far is very important again. So that's important, guys. 30% trades, at least 30% trades. We had the lowest target published to anybody. If you guys hit your targets, it's really easy stuff, guys. That's a good 150%, depending upon how much leverage you may have been on if and when you hit our target. So let's see what had an interesting deal to discuss. What was it yesterday? Talking about something with somebody, and I got the notion of just like, you know what? In 2022, I hope everybody's just cool to people in crypto, man. It's like so many people turn on their cell phones, and they expect they first of all they believe that they're doing real work when they listen to a lot of different opinions that are put together about how great something is. They're going to listen to another video about how great something is, another hype video or something. They think they're doing real work. They've got real money to invest. They think they're doing real work in the market, real research in the market when they're watching a bunch of flank videos, and guys, that's not the case. It's just not the case. That's not how you earn respect in crypto. You earn respect in crypto by getting calls right, not by repeating what other people are saying. Right? Look at Angel since $7.79. He that's respect. If you guys are around enough with us here, just recently, aside from Luna price targets at $4.60, that's a lot of respect, guys. That's a big deal, right? $4.60 up to $105, right? From this level here up to there, bam. That's nice, right? There's some other details that go there along with, like in terms of not just like anyone can watch a video, the latest hype or the latest, whatever it may be. And if you think you're doing hard work, watching deciding which one is good or not, you're not doing the right kind of work to beat the market. I'm gonna tell you guys, if it's free information, you're probably not going to use it to an advantage to beat the market. Just you don't have to ask me on that, guys. That's not my opinion. Okay, that's not an opinion of what I just said there. That's not an opinion. If it's free information and you think you're doing work to beat the market, it's not. That's not my opinion. That is probably not going to yield results for you. That is in no way an opinion. Okay. You can ask some very big, important individuals who deal and have dealt with markets for a long time as to what free information will get you. Most likely it'll get you in trouble in terms of your performance in the market. So just be cool to people in crypto is what I'll say. In 2022, just we'll try and reinforce that here as much as we can in terms of just no reason to be under obliging. I just say that. I mean, someone does something nice for you in crypto, someone gets you a nice target, someone does something incredible, someone suggests, hey, why don't you pick up some of this right now? Just be cool with them, man. There's plenty of room to go stomp around on any other playground in the investment space. Just be cool to people, particularly the ones that are continually helping you potentially drive your profits. Just be cool to them, because those people can be here or not, and it's just that's one of the reasons we have the VIP, and we shout out to Angel on top, shout out to all the VIP, but it's just supposed to be a cool place, and that doesn't always include everyone needing to be right. That's not the idea. Well, everyone has to be right. No, it's just it's a nice place where people and good calls are respected. And the other kind of more flank TA series, as Angel would say, we don't shop our TA at all. We just don't. So those other kind of, I just think of like, I don't know why flank, it just, that word comes to mind. And I'm not dogging the other stations. I just want you to know, if you think you're doing hard work for your portfolio by researching the internet and coming up with the next move for such and such and such and such, you're not doing the right thing, guys. You're not doing it right. I'm going to tell you, free information is not going to garner you an advantage in the market. It's just not. Your application of technical skills to your trades, your technicals to your trade set, the trade set is going to yield benefit in the market. Has a much higher chance, a higher probability of yielding you some framework that's strategically advantageous in the market. Watching another channel or listening to another, the guy got the last 3 or 4 wrong, but I'm gonna tune in anyway to see what he's doing. Just save yourself, literally the time and hassle, and just appreciate the level of TA. And I guess the problem is people cannot appreciate the level of technical analysis required to perform well in the market. And it's not just a pattern trade group. It's not just money can solve a lot of problems in the market. You lose a trade, just double down into it. You can do that, with enough money. You can do that, and you can treat the market like a roulette wheel. And to the extent it's like a roulette wheel, you can might as well be in a what do we say? You might as well just be in a casino, and then it's not much of a difference. So you can do that. But for those of us who really appreciate the technicals, like the big, let's say here, what do you got? Building shorts at the top range, 40 to 60 to break at the bottom of the range. Thanks for the video. What is your thoughts on the idea that the market makers are building shorts at the top range, 40 to 60 to break the bottom of the range? To break the bottom of the range? I'm not sure, Ryan. What's up, Ryan? We welcome you to join our. It sounds like you'd. If you trade, we welcome you to join at least our base camp here, base camp in a restricted zone, and I just welcome you to join without a doubt. In terms of building shorts, I'm not real big on building shorts. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns. It's a level of resistance. Long at support, short at resistance. Okay, so building shorts, now they're shorting at resistance. Is all that's happened up here. Buy at support, sell at resistance. You have a pattern framework right now to work with. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Long at support, short at resistance. Trade your patterns. Ascending triangle. Okay? So you think they're trying to break the range? To break the bottom of the range? I don't even really understand what that is. The bottom of the range right now is around the 50% retracement. So, but buy at support, sell at resistance, or long at support, short at resistance. This is really easy. We called this specific turnaround just exactly, and it wasn't trying to break resistance or anything else, just a new level of identified cross resistance that was in play, and bam, moved to the downside. A lot of guys made a lot of money on that specific call we just most recently made. So what I'll say is this right now, within the framework, and I'm not sure it's kind of vague, but I'll just tell you, Ryan, you're welcome to join our VIP or our base camp. We got a lot of cool dudes in and around VIP. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Pathfinder. Pathfinder's in Slovenia. What's up, Pathfinder? Wanted to go a little bit early today, see if you were around. And Angel, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Angel in Bitcoin since $7.79. He makes this his home. So, yeah, kind of short theory, etc. With options, expirations. To the extent that they're going to move price around and get into another short squeeze situation. Only so many hedge funds can go broke betting against GameStop. Bottom line, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys hit some targets on that. We did. We hit some targets on that, some impressive ones. Flat top resistance here. Pay attention to the pattern in play. Okay, the specific patterning in play with a flat top resistance. Okay, the notion would be this: in addition to the patterning that's going to be playing out here, since we have this flat top resistance in this area, buyers are already, individuals trading patterns are looking at the inverse head and shoulders, one, and they're looking at the notion of some degree of an ascending triangle. Were this to break down just a bit, maintaining a line of support. Okay, and we have still, contrary thereto, to some extent, we have this specific line of support. Now, buyers have, I'm going to tell you this, buyers have specific orders, okay, along this line of support. It's not a question of if, it's an absolute fact that they do right now have orders on this line of support. People always say, well, London, is it going to go up or going to go down? It's going to do both. Most likely, if someone asks me that, I say it's going to go down. Just because they're looking at buying, they're so excited. Because they want the wrong answer anyway. I mean, it's like, for how long do you want it to go up? It should be the right question to really get into it. But people who waste our time just say, is it going to go up or down? I say it's going to go down, and then it's going to go up. It's normally what I'll tell them, right? So have some extra capital, have some extra cash reserves, and it's normally not bad advice just to tell somebody. You guys know if you're looking for the easy answers, it's most likely not going to be the right one, right? Everyone wants an easy answer. I want to pull up a YouTube video. I want to come up with the easy answer. It's probably not going to be the right answer. Just so you know, whatever you guys may be spending your time with, etc. It's just understand that, guys. You want the easy answer? There's no good thing is no good thing is what is it? No good thing is I don't know. No good thing is easy, right? It's not going to be easily. It's going to require time. It is. It's going to require some investment from you in terms of your own framework. And you don't want to just pass it off to success at this group or that group, or, well, he said this, so I just made some money. What do you say? Well, tomorrow he's going to say that. Well, I'm going to make some more money. Come on. We want you to develop. We want you to be in the framework of VIP. We want you to be kind of the star 2022. That's the idea. You got a lot of success in terms of working with traders, etc., and building them into who they can be, not just looking for easy answers. Level of resistance here. We'd be willing to work with the framework of this ascending triangle within the context of a further breakdown from this level to, let's say, just go to this specific framework here. Would this be enough? We have a level of support, resistance, support, resistance, support. Sure would, guys, if we can get up and out of this zone. I just draw it a little bit further down in terms of, I'd say, classical expectations here. And we'll discuss one important thing here. Classical expectations would be a little bit more fulfillment along this line, okay? And normally people who say, is it going to go up or going to go down, they don't want to trade, A, and B, they don't want to cover their position. They don't want to trade and they don't want to cover their position. They're looking for a max entry. They want to multiply their money by 10 or 20, and they, don't have the framework of what's really required to trade anywhere in the thought process. Okay, so that's why it's not to be insulting. It's not it's not to give a wrong answer on purpose, but it's to remind people you have to be you have to be willing to cover your position. And those 10x or 20x's, they happen in the market, but it's not, you can almost say without reservation, it's not going to happen with the coins you have today. You can almost just say that. You're not going to get the 10x today. Okay, so it's a patient man's game in a lot of regards. Those 10x's come from, a lot of times, the bottom line threshold. If you really look at like Bitcoin, etc., really looking at it's like when nobody wants it, when it's all the way down into 3,000 or so. Let's say 5,000. Let's just look on the candle wicks. Yeah, down at 3,000. No one wants it here, right? So you're going to get your max return when nobody wants it, And it's just interesting because that contrarian view, if you just look at March 2020 with Bitcoin, very few people were sitting here saying, well, it's time to buy. It's time to buy. It was falling off a cliff. Did you know your target level to hit, right? We know the target levels that it hit. Right, but that popularized answer of just the popularized media, whatever it is, when they're selling it on CNBC, talking about the new recent high that it's just gotten on CNBC or whatnot. Just understand they're selling what someone else has already bought. Most of the time, guys, they're selling what we bought in 2021 and around this level. Right at we caught this low feature here, ascending triangle. Bam, that's a feather in our hat for 2021. Just nice strong move to the upside. Bam, we caught that in the back. Boom, because that was a difficult, again, just in terms of what was what was popular at the time was everybody was just scared out of their shorts. They didn't know, literally, almost, not technically, but they didn't know what to think. Everybody was just so much fear in the marketplace. We found this little bit ascending triangle. I was like, hey guys, check it out. Boom, bam. Okay, so just applying your technicals. Don't deviate from the buy it support, sell it resistance. Hit your targets. We got downside targets right now. For someone who would say, London, it went down. It's like, it went down to one of our targets? I'm excited every time. You mean it went down and it got one of our targets? Fantastic. They're like, well, but it's supposed to go up. Well, there is such a thing as pattern failure. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't always rely on something as a magic, as a genie in a bottle. It's not that approach. We do like larger patterns. I'll say that in the framework, like this inverse head and shoulders, just to reframe where we're at right now. That was a clear pattern. We got a lot of these calls in the last 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, a lot of them, right? As you would look at, unfortunately, we underperformed on this. Austria stepped in. At least we caught when Austria did. Then the double top, we clearly caught. This zone in here clearly called this out before it dropped. And that was before the drop on the double top. Bam. This specific formulation here called it with a specific video in reference to Elliott Wave International. Boom. Right? This specific lack of a performance above this zone to indicate entry, we called no entry here. Bam. Okay, this specific zone in here, I'm just walking you through exactly what we've done here, guys, so that you know this. This specific zone in here, quote, unquote, does not, if you trade a lot, this does not like to hold. Boom, right? As we would talk about the, let's see, just move after move. I mean, we could go through all the details, et cetera, but it's just, I don't think there's been a major move down that we haven't caught. We can review it. It's all on tape, so you guys have it. So I encourage you to it's not always that, well, it could do this or it could do that. Sometimes I'm very explicit. At this, I got very explicit in terms of warning, everybody warning at this level. Boom. Okay, so it's not just a point and buy kind of club either. So we appreciate people who want to trade. Time frame, what are your thoughts on 3-day death cross, June or MACD cross on monthly? Yeah, Ryan, if you'd like to join, we welcome you to join our trade group, or at least be a part of the base camp, as the comments are reserved for VIP exclusively. You'll see the exclusive at the top of the pattern framework. This is not just a time that I spend answering questions to the general public. This is reserved for our VIP. So if you'd like to join, I gave you one specific invitation, and you didn't take it, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove you for the benefit of the VIP. You've been removed from the channel. Really easy when I invite you guys to join. You could join, or you can just sit there and not join, and you can look at the people that joined asking questions. VIP is a top-level membership that YouTube allows, and it's real simple. I'm not going to sit here and talk about a death cross with somebody who I don't even know who he is. For all I know, be some old VIP that has already been kicked out, that doesn't want to show up under his real name for some other reason, because he's already, who knows what he's been doing. I don't like that, but YouTube allows. They recommend those levels of membership, and I just insist upon it. YouTube, they recommend it, and I insist upon it. So just for the betterment of the VIP, very, very important. So you get an invitation. If you ignore the invitation, it's out. Zero problems. We are not here to sit and chit-chattle about a death cross with somebody we don't know. Go onward. Go be you. We'll be us. And in terms of the, you're not going to beat us either. Go to the other channel and lose, okay? Because you're not going to beat us. I guarantee you. That's why we're here, is to win. We don't waste time on people who don't want to win. You want to win, I tell you, you want to join, join. You don't want to win, you don't want to join, go lose. It's not going to be my problem anymore. I try and give VIP the advantage, which is why I keep that very exclusive in terms of the framework of the channel. And out of respect to people like Angel, to Aaron, to whoever else may be listening that is VIP or Basecamp, it's important to me that we win. That's the whole idea, is to beat the market alpha, right? That alpha is the percentage by which you beat the market. People don't even know that. Probably shouldn't even tell people that. People don't even know that. I probably shouldn't tell people that. Alpha. What is alpha? Never really thought about that, huh? Because people who aren't even paying for the training they don't even know that. Maybe they shouldn't know that. That's not public information, really, like commonly discussed information. What is alpha? Maybe I shouldn't tell people that. I never really thought of that. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of the exclusivity nature of it, it is what it is. And I do alpha training. So yeah. I'm excited for all the VIP and all the restricted zone base campers, etc. Look at a little bit of deviation on the 30-minute here. Let's talk about this. A little bit of variation along the top. Okay. Note that, okay, on the hourly, we have a nice flat run top. On the 30-minute, we have this deviation here. You see this level in here? And it's just a note. As you look at the different time frames, you may not be as aware. And Aaron, I appreciate you shouting out. You see what they do, Aaron? I think I'd rather have a chill base camp conversation than somebody asking me about a Death Cross MACD. Like, dude, go buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Come back, you ask me if you still have that question about whatever kind of, just go for it. It's real easy. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Just easy stuff. Just do that. And you'll find that you're trading pretty well. If you buy at support, sell at resistance, what defines support? Well, it typically goes up, right? So it will have been good to buy. What defines resistance? Well, it typically goes down, which is a good time to sell right before, huh? So yeah, and within the construct there's going to be some other nuances, some approaches to the game in terms of patterns, in terms of your targets, right? So we know this. And nobody's new to this game, right? You guys in this crowd, nobody's, another guy get kicked out. No problem. Resistance, right? Framework here within the context of a bit of, we still have that inverse head and shoulders, right? Let's see what we got here. Hope you guys are having a good day. I guess YouTube tries to send people that are maybe really highly technical. They probably do that with all the best of intentions. I appreciate that. Thank you, YouTube. You're not going to be able to tell. Who's going to just ignore, who would just ignore an invitation? That's so rude, huh? That's just awful, huh? 2022. You guys don't ever do that to someone. Someone will give you a nice invitation. At least, say, I'll think about it. I appreciate that. Basic manners. We don't want, bad people like that in our VIP. Not even base camp or anything. I don't want them around my guys. Just have some decency, Yeah, man. As we talk about this inverse head and shoulders. Okay. Inverse head and shoulders. Bam. You guys see this. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We'd prefer to see a little bit more symmetry, between the left shoulder and the right shoulder. To let you know the preferences of the traders, of the top line traders, is to see a little bit more in terms of that, let's say, that symmetrical, the notion of a symmetrical left and right shoulder. So digging down a little bit further would actually be beneficial for the pattern to complete to the upside. And the inverse head and shoulders is important because it still will, let's say this, it will give you, you will have a higher, please pay attention to this, you'll have a higher, a higher target to the upside on the 30-minute than you will on the 1 hourly. You guys see this? On the 30-minute, you include this zone here, right? On the hourly, you don't. Let's look at this. On the hourly, your neckline is limited to, you see that? On the 30 minutes, you have price up and above, right? In this zone. On the hourly, you don't. So on the hourly, you have a lower measurement amplitude from the head to the neckline. So as you would stack on the, let's say on the hourly, right, you're going to have a lower amplitude than you would on the 30-minute, you see, with that higher amplitude into this zone. You see that? Okay, so on the 30 minutes, you're going to have a more aggressive price target to the upside. So always include those other time frames, and it's going to be measured from the point of breakout, etc. Okay, and on 30-minute, arguably, you already did break out and fake out. Let's see what we got. We would really get, I say, and this is a difficult one. I've looked at this previously before I came live. The candle wicks, maximized on the candle wicks, you're going to have to go on the lines. The buyers are going to have to pick up on the actual lines on this inverse head and shoulders. Okay, you have too much in the framework of your candle wicks to really play this one on the wicks. The preceding inverse head and shoulders played on the last few that I looked at, really played on the lines rather than the wicks. Okay, so just note that there's a bit of a difference here. Okay, as we look at this, there's a bit of a guys, pay attention. Okay, to your wicks versus your lines. Look at your preceding wicks versus your lines. Not just this specific one. You've got a few other inverse head and shoulders to compare. Okay, this most immediately preceding one. Okay, just you can start to look at this one. But we had, see on this specific one, we had a really high wick in this area as well. You guys see that? So yeah, what I'm saying is a matter of fact. You didn't play on the actual candle wicks on this one. You see? Here we go. Look, guys. That would have been the neckline on the wicks. Okay? And carried up to the top line function, you would have been, hey, there you go. You would have been up to 46.79, 46.8. Okay? So that wasn't the case. You played to the actual lines. Okay? So very important as you look at the current situation with this inverse head and shoulders, another pattern presented to the traders, and you're going to be saying, well, are we looking at it? It's a little bit different here. You're looking at the hourly versus the 30-minute. You're starting to get into the lines on the lower time frames. Because that was an aggressive wick to the top side. We didn't. If you guys traded that, you'll remember this. You didn't play to the wicks, right? So it's immediately applicable right now to the current situation. It just is drastically important. I hope you guys are paying attention. That's a big deal. And for the guys who got kicked out, if you didn't know any better, hey, what are you going to do, huh? You have to find a new program or station to go run your death cross by. Oh, man, what are you going to do? There's probably another station out there that wants to talk about your death cross. I don't want to. I'm not into, it is what it is. We can talk about MACD all day long or whatever you wanted to talk about, but I want to talk about VIP. I want to talk about the guys in VIP, our group. Let's dig back into them. Let's see what's going on with them. Let's see what we got. Came up with some interesting information yesterday for VIP. On total market dominance. Whoa. Big deal in the back. What's up? Luke in the house. Luke is in the house. Look at a beautiful family. What's up, Luke? In the house. One of the best TA dudes you're going to find. Kiddo extraordinaire. What's up? She is so cool. She is just awesome. Great family. What's up, Luke? Look at this dude. He is in charge. What's up? What's up? What's up? We have a good group. We like our group. That's it. You guys, let's see what we got. No, that's not good. What do we got? Pathfinder in the house. Look at him. He's got those dollar bills in the, I just got to tell you, man, watch him stick with Doge. Watch Path stick with Doge and do really, 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 really well. Watch him do well. There we go. Winner alert. There you go. The from the Twitter. That was nice. The $1 million. Whoa. Boom, huh? Isn't that nice, huh? The $1 million winner alert. That is so cool. Thanks for keeping that front and center. Love that. Pathfinder in the house. Pathfinder maybe want to win $1 million. Earn $1 million. You want to trade and make $1 million. 2022. Can't wait to hear what your goals are. Need to challenge some people. That's what we like. We like some VIP just, they know. They show up like, no, I'm going to be VIP. That's what I want to do. It's easy stuff, It's not complicated. We're nice guys. We're cool to people, huh? We just show up on a front doorstep and knock on the door and expect people to answer your question. Like, what are you doing here talking about a death cross? Go. Get on with it. Go. Knock on my front door and ask me about a death cross? What are you doing? Go. Join or something. You belong here? Again, YouTube allows it. They actually recommend it, right? They recommend that VIP and that base camp level. I insist upon it. So it's just that's the absolute fact, and it's just it's respect to me and some other people who spend a lot of time on technicals to answer questions to a bunch of nobodies. Ain't got no business being here. We don't like that. We don't need that. We got a good group. Free for all. It's not a free stream. It's a live stream. So, in terms of this, looking at the nuance of this question, I tell you, you know this. We'll go through it again, but we have orders stacked up. Boom. The market does. Has orders stacked up at this lower level of support without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now, the pickup line in here, looking on that hourly looks good, doesn't it? 4 hourly. Let's check out the 4 hourly. That's interesting patterning on the 4 hourly, isn't it? Huh. Makes me want to go back to this. Huh? You guys remember on the 4 hourly. Let me get into the There we go. Let's go to the 4 hourly. Yeah, I was talking about whether or not it's a reversal. You guys remember that? Is it a reversal? When it hits that RSI on the 30, I don't know. What did you guys see after we came up with that? Everybody was tugged into that 30 RSI. Sure enough, it slammed up. Well, boom, it slammed back down. You guys remember that after that video? That was some volatility. Nice volatility. Had the same thing over here. Boom, 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 boom. Now we went and caught the cliff here. You guys know that we went and caught that cliff edge. Boom. One more hit down into the 30. Well, bam. Previously on Bitcoin. So the notion that we just wham, hammer back down into that again, that'd be so sweet. Check that out. That'd be like a 7.5% drop. Boom. That'd be sweet. Orders are waiting, right? You pick up our targets. I mean, how can it not be sweet if you're not? I mean, we're hitting targets, right? That's what we're doing. That's the idea. Is buy its support. Well, you don't get the support, you can't. We can't buy support. You don't get to resistance, you can't break out, etc. But I understand there's a nuance there. It's like, well, if you sell it every time at resistance, you're never going to break out. You can sell at resistance. You can trade a fake out, right? If you guys haven't traded, you can trade a fake out. Like you guys are trying to trade a bull flag, I'll trade a fake out around you. Boom, 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 boom. I stopped doing that. Just because I didn't feel like it was very cool. I just have to tell you, that was in 2021, and I was trading fake outs. Literally because the bull flag going to fake out, But, it's not nice to show back up with VIP and be like, oh, yeah, I just faked you guys out. I don't want to do that in the market. So I stopped doing that. Noted for the record, VIP number 1. I mean, if I'm trading the fake out, unless you guys are all trading the fake out too, then, we got quite a little reputation going. You got to admit that. Pretty cool, huh? We're sitting there capturing the fake out. Boom, boom, boom. Because a lot of times, you know what it does. It just goes up. Let's see what this is. And I did stop trading those. You guys know that. Because, like on a bull flag, like when price action, let's say we have a bull flag here. When price would want to, let's just say, it would go up here, in terms of the bull flag, and it would cruise up, boom. I'm trading this for profit. While the rest of the market is getting looped out, I'm the guy that's literally trading the return to function here and the recapitulation of the frustration along this zone here. And I'm going to make money every time it does that. Now, the problem is when people enter a long position here and they're left holding when the momentum just kind of picks up, as it's attracting buyers in here and it's agitating people who want to enter a quick long position through capitulating back down here who are overexposed or otherwise. I'm happy as it does that. So, and you can get really micro with those moves in terms of how you trade a fake out. You can, that's maybe, that's A. There's A through Z on trading a fake out. So, different approaches. You don't have to trade a fake out. But I don't like to trade them if you guys maybe went long on something. But, it's interesting for me because I also don't always like to go, to tell everybody about something and, I'm going to go long on it. It's like, I like to do my own trades sometimes. It's like not always just promote, something that I have a stake in or a position in. It's not always the idea. So the hourly, let's see, still trying to pick up along some cognizable level to get us through the threshold. But we've been, this 100 is crucial. Let's look at the 100. In terms of the variation that we have from the 1 hourly to the 30-minute, please pay attention to this. All right? This is a good recap of what we're looking at. Pay attention. Okay, as we look at the hourly, boom, flat top resistance. As we look at the difference between that hourly and the 30-minute, more price action in here. But as we look at the hourly, okay, the more price action was right in here. What we're going to discuss is, or we're going to realize is that threshold of the barrier of the 100 moving average. That's what you're getting into right here. Okay, with that increase in the 30-minute, essentially what's being expressed is that recapturing of the resistance of the 100 moving average. So, and further expressed here multiple times, right? And trying to get over, up and over, failing thus far. So, important stuff. We can go to the candle wicks versus the lines at any point in time. You can trade either one you're comfortable with. Sounds like I don't know, sounds like too good to be true, right? But it is the truth. It's a good thing about crypto. 2022 should be your year, should be VIP year, base camp year. We got to do that, and you guys need constant encouragement. You know that. You need to be encouraged. Whether or not you feel like you got everything together in your life, whether or not every trade that you have is 100% and you do nothing but win all the time and you're King Kong, you still need encouragement. Believe it or not, from some people where it kind of makes sense that they would be cool guys to encourage you. So that is the truth in 2022. Just a reality, right? Good group mantra. I don't know. Mojo or MO. We'll say modus operandi. So away we roll. No reason not to be encouraging. No reason not to be cool. Again, be cool in crypto. Just show up and ask for. Did you ask for a death cross? Hey, death cross? What? I don't want a death cross in here. I know what a death cross is, by the way, but I don't rely on those. It's like they're real popular when they're about to happen. It's like, man, buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Go do that, and then tell me if you're still worried about a death cross. And for anyone who's not booking the trades, are you buying at support, selling at resistance? Are you trading your patterns, and are you hitting your targets? Now, hitting your targets is going to require that you, and it's not, well, I'm going to do one of those four. You're going to do 4 of those 4, all of those 4. Okay? That's what you got to do. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Hitting your targets implies that you're going to have backup cash. And you're going to use that backup cash to more than cover your upside position. You're never going to be overexposed. Copy that. You guys got that? Now, I don't see a whole lot of, people going around dancing in the streets and being excited about crypto, saying that they're going to buy support, sell at resistance, trade their patterns, and hit their targets. Bunch of, what do you, not Johnny come latelys, kind of, but they invest a lot of money, so they think they're not. They have more money to invest, so they're going to listen to all the residuals, but they're different because they have money. They have a larger position to go ahead and enter. Man, go work on a rocket. Go work on a rocket. We have our own rocket. Go work on go study Elon Musk. Go make a dragon rocket. You guys want to see a rocket? I'm gonna do it just for us because I know some of the guys like it. It's a cool rocket. Let's see what I got here. Last time I had the firing sequence a little bit off. Let's see. I like that countdown. I like everything about the rocket. Let's see what I got. All right. Now, save all the tracks. What do we got? Now, the idea. We also have a Bitcoin satellite. We got all kinds of stuff. You guys, death cross. Some guys show up. He want to know a death cross. Go. Let's see what we got. We have a private jet. We have, what do we got here? Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Let me see what we got. I'm going to need to take a sip of coffee. All right, all right, all right. Now, yeah, we got this. We got the Bitcoin bull. You guys, you know the Bitcoin bull? Who hasn't seen the Bitcoin bull? Anybody? Come on, guys. Before I kick out the next group of guys that come and ask about a death cross or something after I invite them very politely to join, they ignore me. Yeah. I should show them the Bitcoin bull before I kick them out. Let's see. Let's see if we can. We'll do the bull, huh? You guys want to see the bull? It's just pretty cool. It's a pretty cool bull. Let's see what we got. Hope VIP and all of the base campers are having a great day. This is London with Crypto Kingdom. Former financial professional, Harvard Business School, Duke University, certified in markets. Whoa. Not financial advice. You guys want to see the bull? Or you want to see? Let's see the bull. Then we're going to see the rocket. Now the bull. Here we go. That's how that goes. That is the way that we roll. That is the Bitcoin bull. That is a pretty cool deal. We spend so much time looking at the technicals, and Bitcoin likes to take a while. So I decided I would get my own Bitcoin bull. People want to know when's it going to take off. The bull run. They know me pretty well. So we caught this one, huh? We were trading some other stuff beforehand. I was personally trading. I wasn't even live. I was personally trading this. Huh? Woohoo! Nice dinero. A little bit aggressive, huh? Nice action. So, hey, see Aaron. What's up? What do we got? Tech first. Fire up the bull. Cool. Tech first is here, huh? Nice, Tech. What's up? Fire up the bull. And then, guys, we're going to do the rocket, too, just because I like the rocket. The rocket has got, when the sequence is on, when it's actually firing, it's pretty cool. The bull is sweet, though. We all like the Bitcoin bull. The rocket is a little bit more, because what are we waiting on right now? Let's make sure we're cool, stepping with the technicals. Without a doubt. Level resistance support. All right. Ooh, it's going to be hard to stay off that one. Let me see this real quickly. Yeah, you got another line of resistance to support function down here. Yeah, buyers trying to stay off of this one. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, they want to traject up. This specific line here, you can go down to. If you draw on your lines, always be careful, okay? Because it's gonna push and push. You'll get freaked out. All right, so always look at your candle wicks. Your candle wicks are gonna show you where the price has already gone to below, right? It's going to show you down here. So when it looks like the price is just going nuts below the actual lines, you're going to know where you're headed. You're going to know what's going on. Very important that you guys look at that. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we're going to just hammer. Let's throw the hammer down. Let's launch. I want to just launch. I like the rocket. I just like the rocket. Not sure where Angel is. I guess, again, maybe he's off the saddle. He was feeling better, but maybe I don't know. It's been like 3 weeks now. So 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He was back in the chats a few nights ago, but he sent me a picture. He was doing well. Then I'm not sure what happened. So you can't get sick again, man. Come on. So when you see this is a good example. We'll hold off on the rocket for a second, because when you see it pushing below like this, when you look at the actual specified, let's say this additional range down here that we have within the context of the candle wicks, you'll see that as it's pushing down into here, if it expresses itself further, and it could take an hour to do this really successfully to get back up into the scope of where it's at currently, even to kind of rebound to a rebound trade, swing trade, etc. That's so that line on the 30-minute all set is a line that's actively being traded right now. Okay, both from this specific pivot, all right? Every variation you can imagine in there is being traded right now. To the extent that you get beyond this and below this, you'll know why with the candle work, okay? You'll know. You just say, okay, this different further line down on the lower time frames. This is a 30-minute time frame. Again, this can take a while. With Bitcoin, it's like it almost forces you to go and do whatever else you were planning on doing throughout the day, right? Or to turn your back for 5 minutes and then it'll move. You guys have that happen occur as well, correct? You will wait for it to go in the direction you plan for it to go, and you're staring at the computer for 18 hours. Turn your back for 5 minutes, and then it will move. That is the way. And when you see the price action live, you just understand it's like we've done the diagnostics on it. It's like, out of 22 hours, you may have what? 22 hours, you may have like 5 minutes where it goes in the direction you want it to go. So it's not contrived. It's not conspiracy theory. It's like, well, that's just 5 minutes out of 22 hours, man. So, we've looked at it. It's been a long time doing what you don't want it to do. And then, boom, it'll want to move. So, that's all right. Up 1%. So, off the threshold a little bit. Glad we did stream. Glad we're streaming thus far. Talking about levels of support. Buy it support. Sell it resistance. Trade your patterns. And hit your targets. You guys know this. You know this. We're still on that 61.8 to the 65th percentile. We talk about those levels of the fibs that are essentially laid out from this intermittent low to high. Right at that golden pocket level. Let's see what we got. They're about, just underneath it, curled underneath it. 78.6 is below it, 37,000. That's on the line. You guys draw those with the candle wicks. 86% is 36,371 and 38,000. There below the capitulation. We want that. 50% is the hammer again, but we want buyers to pick up in this zone again. We want them to pick up in that zone. The equivalent pricing behavior, pattern, characteristic, that equivalent expression of the conduct of the buyers, we want that to repeat, albeit that it's at a lower level. That's fine. Looking at this specified beautiful trend line, 2020 to 2021, you'll see a beautiful structure here. The support, pickup, support, pickup. Then you'll see if we move this exact line down, boom, we are on the same expression of buyer conduct picking up. Bump, 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 bump. You see that? Nicely done, huh? That's buyers in the market. That's what we like to see. It's a further confirmation that it's in conformance with the primary trend line, of 2020 to 21, that it's currently being recaptured or re-expressed on the daily time frame. It's just nice, guys. It's just nice. Now, granted, it's at the lower level, right? We would like it to have maintained that trend line, primary trend line. However, it's at a comfortably familiar level of the 50% discount. These are some nice technicals, you guys. 50% discount. 50% discount. It's nice, isn't it? Not too shabby. Let's see what we got with the Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's see what we got. Where's a rocket? I want to get a rocket. Where did this thing go? Satellite. Welcome. There it is. I got it. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's pretty nice. It's a nice looking rocket, huh? Nice looking rocket. You guys have to say, huh? Beautiful, beautiful rocket. Beautiful. Nice one. I have to say. So I like firing that thing off. Angel is not with us right now. I worry he's sick. He's been sick. He told me he was back in the saddle, and I lost communications again with him. I don't know. Just sometimes that cold doesn't want to go away. So we hope he's okay, Angel. We hope you're okay. I fired the rocket off. And we hope your trades are going well. Don't want you to be, he was in the chat a few nights ago. You got to stay plugged in, guys. To the right crew. Everybody's seen what happens when you go with those wrong crews. Let's see what we got. Bad TA, huh? Bad TA. Doc, I got it bad. What's wrong, son? I got a case of bad TA. Ooh. That's going around, I know. Is there anything I can take for it, Doc? Is there anything I can take for it? Well, son, we don't know, huh? We don't know. So looking at this specific, huh? And it is going around, guys. And I joke because I believe it. Angel's doing better. He's feeling better, so I can joke. He's probably listening, but I know he's feeling better. He sent me a cool shot of him. He's fine. He's in the background. He's chilling. He's always there. You guys don't get that. He's always there. You have to process things. Maybe he got family duties or whatnot. I understand. Got to stay plugged in. Got to hit that button. Got to hit that button. Man, you got to hit that button. So, we have now buyers are lined up where? Boom. Big time, right? You guys know that? In addition to having a position here, they didn't quit here just to decide we're going to, no, I mean, all in, pandemonium market style, maybe, this can be. But, carry your alpha, always buying, always selling. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Trade your patterns. And as you get into more macro considerations, macro, big picture, as opposed to the micro, you can expect bigger moves. So you have a longer duration in your hold. Your trade is going to last longer. Right? Without a doubt, you're looking at some different implications. Right now, we're in a real narrow focus, tight, expanding wedge with inverse head and shoulders play potentially. We need that breakout on the inverse head and shoulders, right? So within the pattern behavior, buyers picking up, and you'll see a little bit different pattern as you go into the lower time frames. But on that daily, I like it. For the record, I like the daily. You guys know that. But that support line pickup, you're seeing a little bit differently. It differently expressed on the 4-hourly on the on this secondary level here. 10-4, copy that, got it. Had that yesterday. Agreed. That daily is what I like. You guys hear me a lot when I say I really like the daily. I like to operate on the daily chart. I just like it. I like what it tells me. I like the weekly. I like the monthly quite a bit. That's how we picked this up here. Boom. This is a little bit different in terms of slow and steady march up. Yeah, people like really getting used to the idea of Bitcoin going up during this 2020 to 21. Boom. This was just on the cliff. I mean, this was 60 days, 2 months sideways and down. Boom, 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 boom. So we've had the channel for about 9 months now. So wasn't even going to have a channel. Glad we have VIP. Very cool. I mean, I think about that. Like, I would not have thought we're going to have a VIP crypto trading club. Ooh, big hitters. No amateurs need apply, unless those amateurs want to beat the market. Then you belong here. Come, you belong here. Hit on the daily 100 moving average. God, we set above that. You guys saw that, huh? We set price above. Quickly to be rejected. So maintaining That's so nice. Aaron saying, get better soon, Angel. And see you in the back soon enough. Boom, boom. There you go. That's a way to go. Thanks, brother. That's awesome. I'll make sure he gets that immediately. I think he's in the background. He just may not be feeling well. I think that, I don't know. It's, maybe it's just kind of the nature of like flu or whatever kind of go around. It's just, people not feeling great all the time. I just sent that to him, Aaron. Thank you. Very nice. He's always there. He always says he's always there. So I trust him for what he says. It's important to be able to trust. He's always there. So looking at this, let's dig into the hourly. We got through, what was the discussion? The bigger time frames. Let's say the bigger patterns on the larger time frames, right? Kind of a combo there with bigger patterns on larger time frames. We want this bad boy to complete to the upside, but boom. It's a nice, you can always stack your ascending triangles. Just stack it if you want to. Rough equivalent. It's going to be the amplitude of the triangle. So you may have to mitigate it a touch, but you can just kind of stack it. You want that amplitude of the move here. Different time frame will be different a touch, but just kind of stack it. You'll see, well, maybe it's not the full amplitude, but for a quick measurement, right? Maybe it's just this down here. Okay, well, adjust it, right? But a quick on the fly, quick draw, boom, boom. Just stack it, okay? Just quick trick, boom, boom. Rough guesstimation. Up and beyond that 50% on the extension. Okay, kind of real lightly in green on the background. Okay. 50,000. This is our $50,000 push. Buyers need to step in here. And it's funny, if buyers can step in here and this lower threshold level, whether or not it's here or at, honestly, whether or not it's at this level or at the 35,000, around that 50% retracement, 50, right? If buyers can step in at this lower level and just traject us up, boom, a little bit, even if we get down in here, it's no problem. We just need to get down here and boom, a little bit back. Once we get back up into this zone here, it becomes increasingly favorable in terms of the outlook of some higher prices. And not just to get back up to resistance, but, I mean, overall it becomes these prices of 50,000. This, did we measure this up right? Let me look on the lower time frame. Let me do this. I'm not even sure it's copying that correctly. Why would TradingView do that? Copying that? Look at TradingView. Very unimpressive. No problem. Just always look for any deficits that TradingView may present to you. That 50%, 54,000. 54, to be exact, let's measure this up since I've said kind of a quick trick here and there. I'd say to 55,898 to be specific, okay? Now, I would go from there and get more specific on the actual candle work, okay? I'd get more specific, okay? So we have kind of ballpark estimates. We have quick draw, just kind of chit-chat. 55K would be beautiful. We're already cranking back and forth. 30% moves, reminiscent of this back in here. You guys remember that move? That got everybody's attention on Bitcoin. Even the Doge crew, that was a 30% move. I remember because the Doge crew were around like, Bitcoin. Let's trade Bitcoin. Hoping nothing but the best for all you Doge and Sheeb warriors. Hope you guys are doing well. We'd like Doge to 10x in 2021. We'd like Sheeb to 10x in 2020. I'm sorry, 2022. We already got that wish for Doge. It did 10x in 2021. If that's what we would like, we got it. So in terms of Doge, we would like it to 10x in 2022, not 21. Because I already did that, but we got that. A lot of returns were generated. So looking at this, if you guys are in Doge or Sheeb or whatever, that's cool, man. Just I know some people with some heavy positions that are down. They turned their back on Doge. Like, well, you got to be able to double down, man. I always tell people that. They got, $5 million in Doge. I'm like, you're going to double down into that, right? And like, I'm just going to turn my back on it. I'm like, come on, man. Hit it with 10 million. Just do it, man. Show up with a Doge army with $5 million. Come on, man. Hammer down into that thing. It's getting down there. Where's it at? Let's look at this thing. Put your money where your heart is. You know, you got a heart for Doge. Hammer into that sucker. Look at that. You know what you're buying into. And don't do it right here, you know, necessarily. You want to get down into that wedge. Boom. Get down into that wedge. Get down into that structure and layer that in through 6 cents, something like that. Get into there. Make sure you got another 10 million behind it. Boom. I know some people that, guys, they got some cash in Doge. Nothing wrong with that. Like Doge is never going to cycle again? Come on. We thought it was going to hit that ascending triangle. Man, good reason we bring this up. And just talking about Doge for no reason. Well, let's talk about it for the ascending triangle that it didn't complete. Uh-oh. So ascending triangle is so bullish, and this crowd here will be reminded, irrespective of what happens on Bitcoin. Hold on, everyone was trading an ascending triangle. I remember when London took us back through that ascending triangle on Doge, and it didn't complete to the upside. Ooh, that's right. Ascending triangle. Buyers failed to pick up. Boom. Okay? That's that need to pick up. Buyers need to pick up. Again, getting back into this zone, it becomes increasingly favorable that we're going to see higher prices. Just be alert. Buyers needing to pick up. Buyers fail. So you want to go into a big position on Bitcoin. Be aware. Now you see this differently, don't you? Hey, Doge does a favor. Good job, Doge. Good job, Doge. Showing us what could happen to draw a comparative between Bitcoin and Dogecoin. I think only Elon Musk would do that. I would not do that. But I would show a pattern failure to prepare you for the potential that you shouldn't be overexposed in this area. Have some money for the golden pocket, or you ain't trading Bitcoin. If you don't have double down for a golden pocket hit, you are not trading Bitcoin. I would tell you. Everyone here knows that. If you don't have money for a $24,000 to $26,000 Bitcoin, you are not trading Bitcoin. You need a Bitcoin bank, and go hold your Bitcoin there. Go hold it in your cold storage. Go hold it. That's not us. We trade. We want lower prices. If we can get it between here and the level of support here on this triangulation, boom. Big difference between 34,000 or 33,000. Let's say 33,000, our low target we had here. Huge difference between 33,000 and like 26,000. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference, but no, come on. It's not like a huge difference. I mean, 69,000 to 35,000, right? That's over $30,000 of a difference. We're talking about minuscule, like $5,000 in here, $6,000 between, wherever we're at. Well, let's measure up. Let's see what we got. Well, for 26, it's going to be a bit, $6,000, $7,000 off. It's not huge, but be prepared to operate at that level. If it could get there, it'd be phenomenal. Be phenomenal for everybody. We'd love to hit the golden pocket. Boom. We'd love to. VIP would like to hit the golden pocket. Ask Angel when he's back here, when he's back, if he likes to get lower prices or not. If these are advantageous, these moves to like 3,500. Now that's really something there, That took a shutdown of the world economy, literally, to achieve and to re-achieve, really, to re-achieve. I'll say that, to re-achieve. So we understand from the beginning of the framework this inverse head and shoulders, differentiated on the hourly to the 30-minute. Okay, flat top resistance on the hourly, mitigated by, go to the candle wicks, all right? Those candle wicks, essentially what you're looking at, you're going to have to bust that inverse head and shoulders on the lines, just on the lines, guys. Preceding framework inverse head and shoulders on the wicks didn't carry. So if that continues to function again here, tons of orders on this level of support. Just a fact. Bring it to your attention. Just a fact. Okay. In terms of this inverse head and shoulders here, you got to conquer this 100 and 200 moving average on the hourly. Copy that. You guys got that. Wanted to come live, just chit-chat a little bit during the daytime. See what's going on with VIP. See what's going on with base camp in the house. Hope you guys doing well. Hope you're happy. Hope the market's treating you well. Don't ever get FOMO. Don't ever get FOMO, huh? Whatever you guys come down with. Angel's not feeling well, legitimately. He hasn't been feeling well. In terms of the worst market condition, one of the worst market conditions that you can ever have, guys, it's not the flu or virus. It is FOMO. And if you missed the last one, what's the famous response to that? Next. If you were wrong on the last one. Okay, next. Don't come down with FOMO, guys. Because that is one treatment that is there is no treatment, guys. There's no way of healing from FOMO. Doctor, I have FOMO. I have fear of missed opportunities, doctor. I don't know what to do. What do I take? What do I... son, there is nothing. I hate to tell you there's nothing. There's nothing now. You're incurable. So don't come down with FOMO here. Not in VIP, not in base camp, none of that. You messed your last trade. Okay. You didn't short the Dow. You didn't catch the oil run. You didn't, catch Bitcoin at $1 10 years ago, guys. 10. Okay, so just understand there is no cure for some of these illnesses. The gravest of them, FOMO, that affect your relationship with your wife, your kids, everything. We can't have it, guys. We cannot have it. Not with VIP. We're not coming down with incurable diseases called FOMO. That wouldn't look good long term, guys. We can't do that here. One other aspect I'll bring up is the notion. Now this could become interesting if we were to traject further down into this level of support. Traders are paying attention to that fact. Were we to get down into this level of support and pick these up, big time potential game changer. And it would be the head and shoulders, essentially a reversal indicated pattern down into and through that 50% retracement. That 50% retracement is a crucial level of support. It's a crucial target. Hit your targets. Okay? The further that this goes on and marches along here, now I just say we're trajected to break this specific pattern. This is just funny, guys. To break this specific pattern in the next 6 to 7 months. Okay? You guys got that? I measured it. I'm sorry. We are trajected to beat this specific pattern in the next 6 to 7 months. Let's look at this. Let's make sure. Yep. 6 to 7 months. You're gonna in the next 6 to 7 months, we should be trajecting now, maybe a little bit longer. I have to tell you, depending upon whether or not you use the candle wicks here. If you are not prepared to trade, the bottom line here is in this range right now. You're like, well, I know it went down. I know it went up. I know it went back down and went back up. I know it's back down. Guys, listen to me. Trade. Just try it. You're mostly young men. If you're old, it's even less. It's even more of a condition. Huh? The FOMO. Old age is nothing compared to FOMO. You can outlive. You can live quite a while with old age. FOMO is devastating. It hits you at the core of your ability to operate in life, really. We don't have FOMO here. We try and get the next. If you miss it, big deal. Next. What's the next move? The next hit. Luna. Is that a flag on Luna? What you guys think? The hourly flag on Luna? See, that's a nice hitch. I need you to go down just a little bit there. I need you to go down maybe even just a little bit more. Oh, what's up with Luna? See, when it goes down that little hitch, I get that top line resistance, bottom line support, bam, up 9%. Since that 38.2, 38.2, a critical function for bullish behavior. Some people just stack at 32, no problem, bam. Very nicely done. Always prepared to double down. Real simple, always prepared to double down at the lower levels. Compound down. You got to be able to bring the heat. Market will distinguish who's willing to bring the heat and who's not willing to bring the heat. Bottom line. Like some guys that are talking about, well, I'm gonna open a $2 million position or a $5 million position on Bitcoin. Really? Wow. Not to be cheeky with them or anything else, man. When I was 23 years old, I was 22 years old, almost 21. 22 years old, I was a lead analyst on a $1 billion equity fund. Right? Just like literally punching the numbers behind, and not like I'm better than them or anything else, but when I see this, because it's some of these gray-haired foxes and some of these real big astute businessmen that have decided they're going to go ahead, they're going to put a $2 million position together for Bitcoin. Like, so? Like, man, step it up, brother. Like, literally, go ahead, and like, that's all they want to invest, by the way. This is the problem. That's all they want to invest. Just between me and you guys. That's all they want to invest is $2 million. I'm going to put this money to work. I'm going long on Bitcoin. Really? Like, wow. You know, it's like you got, you know, and the problem is they have enough cash to afford to play the game correctly, but they're going to, it's like a bad FOMO, like, you know, diagnosis. It's going to be, it's just, they're destined to not look good while they're doing it. You know, it's like $2 million, okay, good. But you have, this is the deal. And when I tell them this, they can't fathom it. And guys, I could literally be trading for these people right now. But I tell them, you want to maximize 2 million going along in this zone. I'm going to say in this zone in here. You want to maximize 2 million going along. I tell them in this zone, like, you need to be prepared to throw in 10 times that down here. And they look at me like I'm crazy. Literally look at me dead in the eyes like I am crazy. I have lost my mind. Bitcoin is going up. It is 55,000 headed to 1 million. I'm telling them you need to be prepared to throw in 10 times that amount in this level. They look at me like I'm crazy. And for the record, I have witnesses. Thank goodness I have witnesses to this stuff. They don't want to hear about this. They're going long. They decided I'm going to open a long position with $2 million. Man, gone. This is I don't know what it is, guys. It's just weird, huh? Oh boy, huh? I take VIP. VIP is so much better. It's good guys, base camp, good dudes. You know, just I don't know. It's just weird. Huh? The market will do it to everybody, though. I see it do it to all kinds of people. If you guys know any condition worse than FOMO, you know what? I don't know if I can handle. I don't know if I want to know about it. I got to tell you guys that incurable disease that even the doctor will tell you. What's the prognosis, doc? It's not good. It's not good, son. Any way to treat it? Afraid not. You really got it bad. It's incurable. FOMO, fear of missed opportunities. Oh, so that's where the VIP and the base camp keep it live. They keep it fresh. They know kind of what's going on. It's like, you're wrong. Hey, cool. What's the next trade, right? Now, some people get carried away with being wrong. In my years of working with traders, some people have no conscience when they are wrong. And if they have an overall strategy that fits them being wrong, that's fine. It's like you can pretend you're in a casino and this is like a broken roulette wheel. Like, that would probably be the best example I have for them. I just share this with your VIP and your base campers because it's the afternoon. Like, what would we do in stream and wait for a price? I talk about examples, It's like you can approach the market like it's a broken roulette wheel, You know, in terms of your trades and your strategy, it's like a broken roulette wheel. Some of these guys, you know, I joke, but some of them are not. They're no longer in VIP. You know, it's just they're not. They've been taken to the high hills. I wish them luck out there. Not VIP, not base camp. But we do sincerely invite you guys, if you want to beat the market, and if you're not like, thinking this is like a, a sophisticated casino approach with it. No, you guys want to beat the market. If you want to use real TA, we welcome you. And we have a lot of fun in the back. We got some cool dudes. Cool dudes. I'm a former financial professional. I also studied military intelligence, some other stuff. You guys know I was a mentor at a graduate level, at a master's level. A mentor. Can you believe that? Me, a mentor in military intelligence? To like master's level. Like, at the master's level. Military intel. Rockets and bombs. Blah, 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 blah. Cool stuff. Intelligence. Not just weaponry. Intelligence. But I don't know that you guys knew that. At a master's level. Pretty impressive, huh? Got to let you guys know that. Not the, not that negative IQ you guys were hoping for. At the helm of your TA, I have been able to bring it in some different contexts and overcompete with some of the best of them. Let's see, outcompete, overcompete with some of the best of them. Probably the best description of intelligence school. These people are overcompeting. They're not outcompeting. They're all just overcompeting. It's probably what we do there. I don't know, but whatever that process was, that's funny. Faux pas. Anyway, that's like a slip of the tongue. It's where you say something accidental that's really indicative of reality. I'm just chewing through the technicals here a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying afternoon stream. I figured I'd just bring it. What do we got? No problem. Because I do it at night sometimes. Things happen. Last night I had some family stop by. I'm like, all right, we'll do that family deal, unexpected family deal. Would love to see this pick up. You want to pick that up? What do you got here? How long we been on this 65th? How long? What's Doge doing? I got a Doge update. Or you guys update me on Sheeb or Doge or something. I need a dedicated update on Doge or Sheeb or something. The puppy pound. Hey, that's interesting, huh? The pound, England. The puppy pound, huh? That'd be good. Baby Doge. Baby Doge doing good, huh? A lot of price action on Baby Doge. Maybe they come up with a puppy pound in 2022, something like that, a puppy pound. I don't know. I'll think about something else. Had some good ideas in 2021 for new coins. If you guys are interested in those, huh? You guys interested in new coins? We feature some of them on our VIP in the back rooms. Baby Doge, Elon, Floki. Man, that Floki was disappointing. Can't believe they did that to Floki. They took over Floki. Very unimpressed. 30-minute looking pretty strong here. What is this? Little ascension. All right, I want a flat top resistance. I just do. So ascending. That 1 hourly looks sweet, guys. See what you got in the 4 hourly. Oh. Don't do that. 4 hourly. All these time frames. Huh? It's like finding confirmation. Finding that level of confirmation. She looks a little vicious on that 4 hourly. Huh? You guys see that? I'm not sure you see that. That specific 4 hourly is kind of like throwing at the traders right now, wanting to kind of reinforce this specific level or this specific pattern, just like pretty staunchly. It's like, well, this is what we're dealing with. Ooh, man. And the question is always going to be how much of a drawdown do you need on, let's say, this move here? Okay, preceding hit. Really 3 hits. Okay? Is that it? Technically, you required an invasion of a foreign country by a foreign country to get you further down in that specific zone there, for the record. So if we have another development in terms of an invasion of a foreign country by a foreign country, boom, some sort of, real strong news like that. Just understand that level of support. You know how many people want that 50%, 5-0, guys? The 50% retracement right now. They're just waiting in the market. That 50%, they want it again. They just got a 30% plus move twice, while people just hold 30% trades. You see that 50% retracement here. Boom. It's a key target, guys. Key target. So it's below where we're at, by the way. You guys know that? It's below where we're at. My pup is going to go crazy. I'm supposed to go exercise right now. I am supposed to go hit the iron, run, keep myself updated, and when the dogs get crazy, it's time for me to essentially go. So what I'm going to do is check the chat real quickly. I'm going to stay true to the pups. Yo, Luke. Yo, Pathfinder. What's up? Everyone, how's it going? What's up? Hey. So maybe I can't go right now. What's up, Pathfinder? What is up? This is awesome, huh? What's up, Luke in the house? What's up? These are the dudes. What's up? Bam. I want to march the bull again. I want to march the bull because they just showed up. This is VIP in the house. I'll come up with something else for you guys, specifically for Luke and Pathfinder, just because they're cool dudes. They're in the back. Love their charts. Keep up the charts. Okay, we just went through I went through FOMO this afternoon. Talked about how it's the incurable disease. Literally, like, don't go to your doctor with FOMO. There is no prescription. The prognosis is not good. We don't have FOMO. We come up, what's next? All right, you mess something up, whatever else, what's next? That's VIP. What's next? So let's hit that bull again. Want you guys to see that bull. It's a nice bull. Take a good look at him. No other place got a Bitcoin bull. You guys check it out. Here we go. It's kind of like the life of Bitcoin bull right here. VIP. Man, thank you for the shout out and the deal. No sound. How awful. Okay. What we were going through. Just bad, huh? Sorry about that, huh? I need to give you guys my cell phone so you can literally call me on the phone. My fault. Interesting. I do that every now and then. Sometimes when I'm going over old Bitcoin stuff. Anyway, I was looking at old Bitcoin, the percentage gains of 2018. Thanks for letting me know in the comments, guys. Much apologies, was conducting TA. Let's take a look at this, and apologies to the VIP, to Luke, and to Pathfinder. In 2018, 2013, what were the gains on Bitcoin? This is what I was digging through on Gate, saying we like Gate for the technicals. Let's check this out. Look at this. 26,000% in 2013. 26,000% in 2013. Now, $4,500 in 2018. Depending how far we go back, down to like $200, we get into the framework of 8,000 or so. I'm trying to show how the original run-up in Bitcoin was really one of the more phenomenal run-ups that we had. More recently, and the issue is it got so close to zero, it really provided for some incredible returns. Okay? Well over 50,000. 50,000, okay? The more recent returns, and if we just go to like a generic example in 2018, let's just pick a standardized figure, about even a year out, 4,400. If we go into, that's 4,400. If we go to really the March 2020 low, the March 2020 low to the high, you're looking at like 1,700. So 3 to 4 times as powerful in terms of the overall movements of Bitcoin previous year too. Now, the market may not have been, it was probably not as developed. There's different ways to maximize on leverage, etc., that are more commonplace these days, okay, that you can take advantage of. But I wanted just to measure that out as we look at the entirety of the price action. Just important for us to look at kind of where we've been, where we're going. We talk about wanting lower prices. When you do those past measurements, it's all about, Pathfinder knows, he's very big on, like, can we hit the golden pocket? Hoping so, huh? And we look for those lower prices because they involve greater returns. The key in going back over the price action for Bitcoin, we're looking at, specifically, we're literally looking for the lowest price we can get to carry up. That's the whole idea of a return calculation. The highest return calculation, we can get the lowest price we can find carried up to the maximum. Lowest price to the maximum. Lowest price to the maximum. So we're sitting here in a position now, 90% of the traders don't want a lower price right now. You guys get that, okay? 90% of the traders don't want a lower price. But when we go back and do the overall return calculations, we're going to do them from the lowest price we can find to the high. So therein that simple equation is the fact that lower prices are beneficial for VIP overall. We're happy about them. We're also happy about the next trade. Bam. Can we move in line with this ascending line of support, flat top resistance to the upside? It's a good trade. 30% trade, nothing wrong with a 30% trade. Not everybody needs to get the intergalactical 50,000% on your next run of Bitcoin. We don't need that necessarily. The market will, if you look hard enough, it has a way it can produce what you're looking for. Some interesting moves in the market recently. Equities, etc. Short. Nice short. So, looking at this expanding wedge feature, okay. Preceding expanding wedge, current expanding wedge. We have this rounded out with a flat top on the hourly for an inverse head and shoulder, mitigated by potential concerns with the 100 to 200 on the moving averages. 1 hourly, compare up with the, looks like we're good to go on the 4 hourly. Some people will just trade away from these specified moving averages. You guys know that, right? Some people will enter a short above the 200 and a long below the 200. Compound into it the further it gets away from the, say, the 200 on the 4 hourly. The time frame will differ. It's a strategy. You guys know that as you look at the price action recently, and that you guys are here. I'm glad we'll talk about the was an interesting further dig down into thereabouts into that. The purple is the 30 RSI. Definite volatility. Preceding zone, we picked up on kind of this cliff down here. Bam. One more hit under the 30, right? Similar function here. Boom, boom, boom. Just be prepared. It'd be a huge move down. Be excited about it. Be a nice place to have some targets lined out in line with that, about that 50% retracement. They're about 78.6. 78.6 or the 86 as well. You guys know that. About that 30, let's see where we're at, 35,200 would be just another, does it need another hitch here on that 4 hourly RSI? We saw some good volatility there in line with that video we put out. So that was good. Let's see, most recent video did the that kind of that confluence there that we have, the similar pattern expression between the behavior pickup of support to support, that feature, boom, down into, man, Luke and Pathfinder, you just showed up. You know, it went silent for a minute. You guys weren't here earlier when I went over your profiles on Twitter. I shouted out to you guys. Roger that. I don't know why. They don't want a lower price. Lower gives you better gains. Copy that. Boom. I went over all of you. I gave you guys shout outs, did cool stuff. Let's see what we got here. It was like, what's up, guys? Not even here. Busy. Maybe trading. Look at Pathfinder. Ba-boom. The Doge in the house. Nothing but Doge. Loving it. Just cool stuff, man. Just very cool stuff. I appreciate that you have in here this, boom, the champ. This is really cool, huh? Like, really cool stuff. I did that, the whale noises, I thought that was cool. That's interesting stuff. So, what do we got back here with the, boom. Let's get into, where's Luke at? We feature Luke in a second. Say, what's up? What's up, Luke? There's Pathfinder. Where'd you go, Luke? Luke, there he is. Boom. Want to say hi to the family, Luke. Beautiful family. What's up? VIP, and look, baby VIP in the house. Too cool. One of our favorite young ladies on the planet, one of her favorite young ladies on the planet, future owner of a Bugatti or a Lamborghini. We'll need to double that order, please. In the house. Luke, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother? Nice to have you here. I already gave you guys shout-outs, but you weren't here, so I'll do that again. And picking up along this daily, which I think is important. It's the same pattern characteristic, the same framework that we picked up on preceding key trend line, support. Just drag that same thing over on the daily, bam. And you'll see we're just on that same slope, pattern characteristic, this buyer's behavior. So it's just, it's in line with an expectation we have of buyers picking up. Buyers need to pick up now. That was the whole trend of 2020. It's just an interesting moment in it. I mean, that was the entire trend, really. A secondary pickup, bam, 2021. So buyers have done it before. We're trying to get them to do it again. We are all trying to do it again, right? So it'll be an interesting, like, quote-unquote failure, because it was the entire 2020 to 21. Boom, it was this line. Bam, bam. So it's interesting. They're like, well, now, and yes, it's set off from the framework of that line. It's down and below. We're below that specified trend line, but it's in very familiar territory. We talk about buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. It's at that 50% target preceding zone. 50% target preceding zone. So it's very similarly structured behavior, same slope, carried forward at a very familiar target. Copy that. So some buyers probably feeling pretty good right now. Probably feeling pretty good amidst a lot of uncertainty in the world. I mean, you have to say a lot of uncertainty in the world. So, I mean, if there's going to be a curveball in 2022, hey, we may need to keep our eye, laser focus, as they would say. So let's see. Glad you guys could show up and say hello. Thanks for the shout out always. And boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I just wanted to stream for a bit this afternoon because I got tied up with some family. Surprise deal last night. And that wasn't bad. It was a good time to spend time with family. What I'm going to do is probably let you guys go, just say what's up. But we'll try and stream in the daytime a little bit, in addition to the night streams, or what it'll be, just to kind of get together, hang out a little bit, and kind of get some feedback. If there's anything else that you guys would like to discuss in the future streams, I normally kick the people out who just show up. And someone asked about a death cross. I kicked them out. Like, don't show up on my front door and knock and say, hi, what do you think about a death cross? Like, go. So I give them an invitation to join. If they don't want to join, I just go. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, hit your targets, right? So, we got the exclusive VIP here. I'm glad that you guys are members and that, we got such a cool trade group. I'm looking forward to 2022. And the more we stream, I'll warn you, we'll probably pick up on some additional VIP. I can't say right now if they're going to be Doge VIP. It's possible. Okay, it's possible that we're going to pick up on some Doge VIP. Just have to prepare you all for that. It's possible that I don't think we're going to pick up on any Luna VIP. Just to let you know, the VIP, we $4.60. We are kind of VIP Lunas, so that's good. Sheeb, maybe. Sheeb VIP, don't know. So, but it's possible Doge VIP. Anyone who likes to trade Doge, who likes to trade Sheeb, we're interested. We want to know more about you. We want to know, are you prepared to beat the market? Are you willing to double and triple down? You guys see that, huh? Look at that on Doge, huh? Look at that, huh? Waiting for kind of a runway effect on the Doge. It's an innocuous dog. It's a cool pup. The dog pound. Came up with that today. Had some ideas in 2021. The dog pound. I'm sure people have already thought about that. Don't you think with the entire Snoop Dogg and everything else, maybe I didn't originate that idea. I'm willing to give that idea up because I really did come up with some great ideas of my own in 2021. I didn't borrow the dog pound, but I don't know. We're going to have to see what's going on with the CBD, central bank digital currency, DC, CBDC. We'll see what that is on England's doorstep. We'll see what it is on the U.S.'s doorstep. Don't know. I know Pathfinder's probably trading that Doge. I want to know how those trades are doing. Let us know. You cover those downside long positions on spot with some shorts, huh? So it'd be great if Doge goes down more. And we got Fung Man up here. Hey, Fung Man, what's up? We got a VIP group. Pathfinder and Luke, they're VIP. You're chatting in an exclusive zone right now. You're welcome to join our VIP if you trade. We welcome you. Welcome to the Crypto Kingdom. Welcome to VIP. You are most welcome here, but you have to join. If you'd like to join, you get a badge and everything. We have exclusive rooms in the back. There's Luke. What's up, Luke? We have rooms in the back. We post charts and new coins and different stuff, and we're kind of like, been around for a while. We hang out. It's not like you don't got to be. Look at this. Huh? What we do here? Hey, what's that? That's me posting up the Luna move before Luna went 10 to 15%. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, huh? In the back. We do things like that, Fungman. So, yeah, let's look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, XMR overtaking Luna. But yeah, that was me posting up this specific move in the back on Luna. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, right? Robo ties it. Boom. Nice move. Nice move. VIP in the back. What's up? Nice move. Man, what'd you guys hit that one for? 10%. You guys go 3L? Huh? Did you go 5L? I don't know what you did. Huh? That's nice. That's nice. So, Fungman, anyone else who want to join, you're welcome to join. What is XMR doing? I got to look at this. Not a lot. Not doing an incredible amount, XMR. Let's look at that overall trend. Ooh, man. That's a difficult one there. This here. Yep, something along the lines of that. Bit of cutout framework up and above, level of expressed resistance, support, triangulation, just down and below that. It's just a difficult place to do anything other than, I'd say, I don't know any fans we have of XMR. What do you guys think? It's a 786. Let's see. Boom. Let's go to the candlesticks. Wicks down through the 0, close to 786. You had to be a little aggressive. It's up and off the 786, just a touch. Didn't quite get there. Hosted coins didn't quite get there. One didn't quite get there. You guys know that? Harmony 1 didn't quite get to that 786. There's a little group we have of them that didn't quite get there. So Luna up 9%. Nice job, VIP, who traded in the back, etc. You guys decided to hit that. Way to go. Dot down and out. Dot will have its day in the sun to reward its holders. To reward those who have decided to hold Dot or to trade, potentially to trade. Nice secondary function here. Primary, secondary, 2021, right? This is all 21. 21. Secondary function, wave pattern, repeat cyclical event. Can she pick back up? She will have her day in the sun at some point, guys. Dot will be back up to reward those holders and to reward the traders. It's been a difficult trajectory for the trader. Still off of its 786. Another one off of its 786, below its macro golden pocket. Noted. Expressive on different time frames of different componentries. Not sure we have any polka dot fans in the house. Potentially. Looking at LRC, looking at a bunch of different coins. Gala Games. Huge move. Just bullish activity since that, was it the 86 that we hit down into? That's so cool. The 86 on the, we have to get into this, don't we? We almost do, guys. I got to tell you, we got to do Gala real quickly. We just have had a lot of success with it. We brought it to the VIP day -1, right? Essentially before it was listed, we brought it to the VIP. So I drew these up on the lines. Let's look at here. Depending if you're on the line. So you got to that 786 real well. Beautiful move to the 786. One of the strongest movers in the market from that 786. Very well. Sheeb did very well too. Sheeb. Mighty Sheeb. We covered Gala and Sheeb. That's good for the channel that it did well. Let's see what we got here. Sheeb hit its 786 as well. Real easy move. About 85%. Okay. 85% to Gala having a 120% or thereabouts. So both phenomenal movers. Both good to trade. Matic. Looking at Matic. We got BTC. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to let you guys go because I need to go and work out. I need to stay healthy. Got to roll. Got to do it. I want VIP to be well. We'll be streaming a little bit more. And, hold on. XRD or XRP? What do you got? XRP or XRD? XRD. Let's see what we got. XRD. Let's look at XRD. XRD. EXRD would be one thing. I believe XRP would be something else. Let's look at XRP real quickly. Yeah, you're waiting for that breakout, huh? Possible. And we said that it would be one of the. I'll forego the from the bottom line target. Essentially, you had a nice move to the upside, but really needed to express something. It's a 52% from that target, a little bit above that, but yeah, difficult bull flag. As you would talk about the bottom line expression of XRP. XRP was one of the original 2Xs I brought to the community back when I was trying to teach the Harmony 1 guys how to trade. I was like, hey, check it out. This thing's 50, 60 cents. It's about to fly to the upside. Just featured that randomly in a video, and boom, took off a 2X within a couple of days. That was good for the people who were paying attention then. On the daily time frame, we have kind of an interesting approach at the flag on EXRD. So it is EXRD. And Redix, EXRD. Yeah. EXRD. On the weekly. Wow. Let's see what EXRD is. Radically different DeFi. Build fast and don't break things. Reward everyone who makes it better scale without friction. The only decentralized network where developers will be able to build quickly without the constant threat of exploits and hacks, where every improvement will get rewarded and where scale will never be bottlenecked. Alrighty, let's see what they got them here. That's the management team. Dan Hughes. Management team. I like to see like where they went to school. I like to see their accolades. I like to see like big timers. That's just me. Or a video. They got a video. First thing I look for is like nice presentation. Where's the video? I don't mind this. It's not bad. Will it cycle? Will it cycle? Overall market cap is 5.1. That's traded $89 million. Very random, huh? Luke going with a random call now. He must like it. There's something going on with it. Maybe he found some. Did you find some, Luke? He didn't buy it. He just found some. I was looking in an old wallet. I just found some. Someone bought some on this. I have no idea. I say that because he's never mentioned it before. So maybe he just found some. I have no idea. 0.86. Let's see what we got. Just hit its 86% retracement. Maybe interested in it because of that. Just hit its 86% retracement. And yeah, you're looking for a little turnaround here. Huh? Go through your... And we don't cover this coin, but Luke's VIP, so I decided to take a look at it. And we'll cover it live. This is what you need to accomplish here, Luke. You need to do the framework of the reversal of the fan here. Get back up and over at this zone. Setting a double bottom would be nice. You hit down into the 86. So, yeah, I'd say I'd work with a fan reversal here. And with the understanding that a fan like this may want to push just a little bit in terms of that line as well. But structuring some sort of rounded formation as you would go into some sort of a nice just runway, flat runway, or bottom formation. Not bad. So XRP could be more immediately exciting. Let's see what let's see what we got on here to here. Yeah, I mean, back to 80 cents. I don't know, unless you see something really special on that. I have no idea. EXRD, you let me know. You let VIP know in the back. Let us know what your chart looks like tonight. Let me know what you found there if you like something on that. But yeah, XRP is an ugly bull flag. Luna outperforming. Luna categorized as an outperform right now. We saw Phantom, we saw Rose, we saw a few really pick up early in the year, and Sheeb Gala recently. So, Phantom, Rose, Dusk, and Near went through a short shot to the top recently, did well. So XMR looks like it's picking up, but just noted the coins that have done well, the ones that haven't. And back to BTC, see if anything has changed on us much. Not necessarily, just picking up, buyers pick up. Glad that you guys tuned in. Hunting some good ones myself. Way to go, Pathfinder. We'll find them soon. Not a bad one, Luke. I like the overall presentation is nice, pretty clean. The look is nice. Huh? I just want to see like a video pitch, something like that would be nice. Scripto. They have Scripto. Huh? That's cool. Scripto, not bad. So, what is this? Staking. Big on staking, huh? A nice little slide they have for the staking, but what is this? 37 million of what? Based on current market prices, 300 million XRD is worth $37 million. Hey, that's good. That is good. Hope you guys hit this in the back. Maybe some of you traded this Luna trade. It was a nice trade. Went up 10% plus on that if you hit that on leverage or otherwise. That was a good one to look at. So, are you trading Doge, trading BTC, whatever you're trading? Just be trading. Enjoy your year thus far. Hope you're doing well. This is London, guys. I'm going to go eat a little quick bite and get to the gym, hit some iron, and just be prepared for this lower line function of support. You may not need it, but the ones who know that it's there have a leg up. Okay, so you know that. Looking at that 100 and 200 and just smaller pattern, smaller expectation. Then a larger pattern, larger expectation. Inverse head and shoulder, larger. Inverse head and shoulder, smaller. This did not complete on the wicks. This on the wicks provides some complication as well. So just wanted to stream a little bit. Hope you guys are doing well. This is London with Crypto Kingdom Bitcoin Spike. We will stream again mañana. We'll try and do this a little bit more frequently so that we can just hang out and chill a little bit. Build that camaraderie in 2022. Hope you guys are doing well. And we'll talk to you